Clams in the midst of another winning streak. Steamers on a 3-game roll as they play host to a familiar foe from the north. The Greenbrier Knights take the trek down to historic Hicks Field for another matchup. Hello everyone, I'm Jacob Smedley. Another night of Steamers baseball here at historic Hicks Field as the Clams play host to the Greenbrier Knights for the second consecutive game. The Clams took down the Knights on Saturday to earn their 17th win of the season. They've won 3 consecutive games dating back to July 1st in the 9-5 loss against the Scallywags, winning 2 straight against the River Bandits heading into the All-Star break, and winning 1 against the Knights, as mentioned, on Saturday. The Clams are being announced in their black uniforms with the teal undershirt. The Knights in their visiting light blue. The players out on the field as we get set for the playing of our national anthem.
Served northeastern North Carolina for over 100 years. To catch up on all your local news, including Steamer scores and highlights, read the latest issue of the Daily Advance or visit dailyadvance.com. We ask if you would please stand. Gentlemen, calendar New Year hats for the singing of our anthem tonight being performed by Tammy Oliver.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rackets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Lineups and first pitch on the other side. Steamers Knights, game 2 of a back-to-back right here at historic Hicks Field. The Edenton Steamers are the greatest show in town. How can we make that any better? Throw in some fireworks. We have 1 fireworks show remaining for this summer. You can catch this show on Saturday, July 29th, right here at historic Hicks Field. Mark your calendars and we will see you at the ballpark. The Steamers are excited to announce a newfound partnership with the Boys and Girls Club of the Albemarle. This season will mark our first annual jersey fundraiser for the organization. To coincide with our Chowan County Cantaloupes moniker, we will be wearing special themed jerseys on all home Wednesdays at historic Hicks Field. At our final Wednesday on July 19th, we will be auctioning off the Cantaloupes jerseys. All proceeds will go towards the summer programs that benefit the kids of the Boys and Girls Club of the Albemarle. We would like to extend a huge thank you to RC Theaters Albemarle Movies 8 for their sponsorship and support of the Boys and Girls Club. Thank you for your support of this great cause. Welcome back to Historic Hicksfield. Top half of the first inning, Ethan Levy finishing up his warm-up tosses. Let's see who the Knights are trotting out tonight. Leading off, the center fielder, number 24, Kenny Shadle. Batting second, the right fielder, number 5, Brody Miller. Batting third, the pitcher and the extra hitter tonight, number 19, Scott McDonough. Batting fourth, the left fielder, number 14, Jake Tone. Batting fifth, the designated hitter, number 10, Diego Ortiz. Batting sixth, the second baseman, number 17, Zach Will. Batting seventh, the third baseman, number 6, Colt Cundiff. Batting eighth, the catcher, number 11, Corbin McLeod. Batting ninth, the first baseman, number 23, Dylan Bowen. And batting 10th, the shortstop, number 26, Joshua Holland. Behind Scott McDonough and on the mound for the Clams in his second start of the season is right-hander Ethan Levy. And the first pitch, and we're underway here from Historic Hicksfield inside to Kenny Shadle. It's 1-0 to the Knights center fielder. Shadle in his 7th game as Levy's ready to go. A big cut and a miss at a 1-1-1-0 fastball. Shadle, 7th game, 20 at-bats, a 200 average, 4 hits, 2 singles, a double, and a home run. 0 for 4 in Saturday night's matchup. The 1-1 pitch is a fastball in there for a strike. It's 1-2. Levy, his second game, his second start, 3 innings, 1 unearned run, 4 walks, a hit batter. In his June 29th start against the Clayton Clovers, the 1-2 pitch fastball outside. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes, a fastball, curveball, slider, changeup on the mound from the right-hander from Catawba Valley Community College. From Fuquay Arena, North Carolina, the 2-2 pitch is low, and it's 3-2 to Shadle. Clams winning Saturday night's matchup 5-3, recording only 4 hits in the game, a 4-run 6th inning. The Knights scored 2 in the 9th, but not enough. The 3-2 pitch, swing and a miss. He struck him out with a fastball. And Levy starts the night with a strikeout of Shadle on the full count pitch. And now there's 1 away. Let's see how the Steamers lining up in the field. Tyler Overitis behind the plate catching Levy. Abbott over at first base, Knowles at second, Myers at short. Over at third is Ty Garza, Ryan Kay in left, Nate Paulson, and Davis Halstead back in center field and right field. Count 1-0 now to Brody Miller. Had an RBI single in Saturday night's game, a part of that 2-run 9th inning for the Knights. And the 1-0 pitch on the outside corner. It's 1-1. Levy, going back to the spring, it was his first start against Clayton. 15 appearances, all out of the pen for Catawba Valley. And the 1-1 is in there for a strike. It's 1-2. Brody Miller, so far this season, 7th game, 19 at-bats, 263 average, good for 3rd best on the Knights. 5 hits, 4 singles, a double. And the 1-2 pitch, cued out to second. Knowles coming in, and he makes the catch for out number 2. A strikeout and a pop-out, and there's 2 away here in the first inning. And now the starting pitcher, an extra hitter tonight for the Greenbrier Knights, Scott McDonough, coming to the plate. McDonough from the University of Little Rock, Arkansas. Strictly a pitcher for Little Rock, and he swings and grounds one softly to short on the first pitch. Myers comes in, gloves it, throws to first, and it's in time. 3 up, 3 down in the first for Ethan Levy. We go to the bottom half of the first inning. Knights 0 and the Steamers coming up. Well, fans, summer is here. You know what that means. Graduation, parties, and cookout season. The Steamers Party Tent is the perfect place to host your next get-together. Schedule a picnic before the game for your next birthday bash, family gathering, or business rendezvous. It's the classic choice for family summer fun. Call the office at 482-4080 for more details. Who's ready to rock? The second annual Clam Jam is coming up on Saturday, September 9th. we welcome 3 awesome bands to jam out at historic Hicks Field. Starting at 5 p.m. that afternoon, Old Fish Hatchery Records will take the stage, followed by the Eric Dunlow Band at 7 p.m. and the headlining Daniel Jordan Band at 9 p.m. Advance tickets will be available at EdentonSteamers.com for $15 or can be purchased at the gate that night for $20. Bring your lawn chair and take the field for the rocking event. Numerous food and beverage options will be available all night. We hope to see you there. Welcome back to historic Hicks Field. Finishing up his warm-up tosses is right-handed pitcher Scott McDonough. The Clams tonight line up wise, leading off the shortstop number 3, Luke Myers, back in the leadoff spot. Giomar Santana, the extra hitter number 5, batting second. He had a hit in Saturday night's victory. Ryan Kay batting third, the left fielder number 22. Batting cleanup, the designated hitter number 21, Chris Morris. Batting fifth, the right fielder number 12, Davis Halstead. Batting sixth, the center fielder number 10, Nate Paulson. Batting seventh, the third baseman number 7, Ty Garza. Batting eighth, the first baseman number 20, Tate Abbott. Batting ninth, number 9, Tyler Overitis. And batting 10th, the second baseman number 8, Tanner Knowles. Myers, Santana, Kay, Morris, Halstead, Paulson, Garza, Abbott, Overitis, and Knowles behind Ethan Levy. And on the mound is right-hander number 19, Scott McDonough. Just like Levy, in his second appearance of the season, tossed 3 innings out of the pen against the Outer Banks Scallywags at the end of June in the Knights' 9-1 loss. Mike Levy struggles with control. 3 walks in that game, a hit batter, 2 hits, but didn't allow an earned run. And he faces off against Myers, Santana, and Kay. If it's anything like Saturday's game between the 2 ball clubs, in for a pitcher's duel as the first pitch from McDonough, a fastball in there for a strike. John Harley and Chandler Padgett both giving up only a run through 5 innings until Harley found himself into some trouble in the 6th. And the 0-1 pitch to Myers is low, ball 1. Fastball breaking pitch for McDonough. Can't say it's his second true start. He did appear in the All-Star game, pitched the 9th and final frame for the TSL All-Stars. The 1-1 pitch is on the outside corner for a strike. The fastball command on point as it's now 1-2 to the Clams shortstop Luke Myers. After spending the past few games as the number 10 batter is back in the leadoff spot. And the 1-2 pitch is fouled off. It remains 1-2. Myers continues to lead the team in games played. He hasn't taken a game off. He's appeared in all 23 games. 20 hits, leads the team, .263 average. Recorded his first extra base hit on Saturday with a double. And the 1-2. Breaking ball, fly to right. Coming in is Miller over towards the foul line, and he makes the catch for out number 1. 1 out for the Clams. The defense behind Scott McDonough. Behind the plate is Corbin McLeod. Over at first base is Dylan Bowen. Over at second base is Zach Will. At shortstop is Joshua Holland. At third base is Colt Cundiff. Left field is Jake Cohn. In center field is Kenny Shadle. And in right field, you just heard him, number 5, Brody Miller. Now Giomar Santana coming to the dish. And the first pitch to him is a breaking ball in there for a strike. It's 0-1. No balls and 1 strike to Giomar Santana in his 17th ball game. 15 hits, .349 average to lead the team in qualified plate appearances. And the 0-1 pitch is low. It's 1-1. 517 OBP also leads the team. He's gotten 8 hits. He's hit in 8 consecutive ball games. Multi-hits in there. A lot of singles as well. Working his way to be an all-star. Had a hit, a walk in the ball game at the beginning of the week. And the 1-1 is low. It's 2 balls and 1 strike. He's been the primary extra hitter for the Clams, really for most of the season. 2 balls, 1 strike. And the pitch from McDonough. Swung on, fly to right. Bowen giving it a look, and it'll take a bounce over by the concession stand. There's a lot of great food over there. Got steak sandwiches, chicken sandwiches over there, pizza. Excellent eats at the Governor's Pub, Beer Garden, and Concession Stand. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch from McDonough. Swung on line, foul down the first base side. It's against the tarp, and it remains 2-2. Giomar Santana, also listed as an outfielder, catcher. He's only caught 3 innings this season. 3 innings against the Clayton Clovers at the beginning of the year. 2-2 pitch again from McDonough. Swung on line. Fair ball down the left field line. Tone after it. Santana around first. He's heading for second. The throw into second base is not in time. A 1-out double for Giomar Santana. He's now hit in 9 consecutive ball games. And the Clams have a runner in scoring position here in the first. Kept hitting it hard. Foul, multiple foul balls to right field. Got the timing down against McDonough and roped a double. 16th hit for Santana. His second double. He now has 3 extra base hits on the season, and now Ryan Kay up, and the first pitch to him is a fastball inside. It's 1-0. 4 hits last night for the Clams. They're now 6-2 in games where they've gotten 5 or fewer hits. Winning Saturday's game 5-3, and the 1-0 pitch just misses. It's 2-1. Giomar Santana continuing his torrid plays. Been at the top of the order consistently for the Clams. Batted .290 in the spring for Chowan, and the 2-0 pitch to Kay swung on, grounded foul at the plate. Ryan Kay, 21st game, 19 hits, second to the leadoff hitter tonight, Luke Myers, .284 average, 3 doubles, 13 RBIs, .328 slugging, .383 OBP, and the 2-1 pitch from McDonough swung on, grounded up the middle. Will diving, both infielders dive, they won't get it. Santana around third. Shadle's throw to the plate is cut off. An RBI single for Ryan Kay, and the Steamers take an early 1-0 lead in the first. Kay an RBI hit, back-to-back 1-out hits. And it's 1-0 Clams in the early going, and now Chris Morris standing in. A soft roller up the middle. Will, who was ranging really more towards right field. Both him and the shortstop Holland diving across the middle, couldn't get it. And by that time it was too late, rolling way too slow for Shadle any shot. As the first pitch to Morris is low and away, ball 1. And the Clams taking an early lead after they trailed 1-0 to start against Greenbrier on Saturday. Huge hole on the right side for Morris. A big cut and a miss at a breaking ball in the dirt. McDonough leaving that fastball over the middle of the plate. 2-2 to Santana, lined a double to left. Then fell behind. 2-0 to Kay, who reached on a single. And a throw over to first. Kay is back with a dive. Second baseman Zach Will didn't play second base in Saturday's matchup. Both of the middle infielders swapping out. Hill and Hensley out of the lineup. At second, Will almost at the second base bag. A huge hole on the right side for Morris if he can get it there. And the 1-1 pitch on the outside corner. It's 1-2. Morris, his 13th game of the season. The two-way player hasn't pitched since June 15th. There's been a huge force in the middle of this lineup. 2 home runs, ties the team lead, 8 RBIs, .306 average. He's up here with the team already in front, 1-0. And the 1-2 pitch, Kay off of first. Pitch called, strike 3, throw down to second is not in time. Kay swipes second on a close call. Morris down on strikes for out number 2. 10th strikeout of the season for Morris. McDonough gets a K, and there's 2 outs, and Kay is at second. And now Davis Halstead to the dish. Halstead, along with Nate Paulson, who's on deck, and Tate Abbott, missing Saturday's game due to prior circumstances. He's back in the lineup tonight, and the first pitch to him is in there for a strike. It's 0-1. Davis Halstead, his 19th game of the season, 8 hits, 216 average, 1 double, 5 RBIs. Where he started the season, really turned it on the past week plus. And the 0-1 is outside. Halstead, along with Chris Morris, participating in the home run derby last Thursday. Hit 6 total home runs, advancing to the final round. Again, has a huge hole on the right side. And the 1-1 grounded softly foul towards third. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Zach Will out at second base. Heavily guarding. He's guarding the bag. And another opportunity for Halstead. And 4 RBIs a few weeks ago against Norfolk right here. Single should get in Kay, who knocked in Santana with an RBI single in a 1-0 ball game here in the first, and the 1-2. Check swing, gets by McLeod. He did go around, says home plate umpire. Randy Jones, the throw to first is in time, and Halstead is retired. A run on 2 hits, back-to-back 1-out hits, and the Clams have an early 1-0 lead as we head to the second frame. The Steamers are excited to announce a newfound partnership with the Boys and Girls Club of the Albemarle. This season will mark our first annual jersey fundraiser for the organization. To coincide with our Chowan County Cantaloupes moniker, we will be wearing special themed jerseys on all home Wednesdays at historic Hicks Field. At our final Wednesday on July 19th, we will be auctioning off the Cantaloupes jerseys. All proceeds will go towards the summer programs that benefit the kids of the Boys and Girls Club of the Albemarle. We would like to extend a huge thank you to RC Theaters Albemarle Movies 8 for their sponsorship and support of the Boys and Girls Club. Thank you for your support of this great cause. Every year, the Steamers are proud to have the opportunity to raise money for the Jim Catfish Hunter ALS Foundation. On Saturday, July 15th, the Steamers will wear special themed jerseys that will be auctioned off during the game. Proceeds will go towards the fight to strike out ALS. Catfish Hunter is an MLB Hall of Fame pitcher that lived just a short distance from historic Hicks Field and was even a host family for the Steamers organization in its inaugural year. Unfortunately, he lost his battle with ALS over 20 years ago. The Steamers will continue to carry on his legacy and do Welcome back to historic Hicks Field. Top half of the second inning as Ethan Levy set to deliver his first pitch, and it swung on fouled straight back to 4-5-6. Tone, Ortiz, and Zach Will in a 1-0 ball game, a 1-2-3 top half of the first inning for Ethan Levy. Quick frame, and the 0-1 pitch, a breaking ball, just misses low and away to Jake Tone in his 7th game. 15 at-bats, a .400 average, 6 hits, 3 singles, 3 doubles, and 5 RBIs. He had a 2 RBI double Saturday, and he drives the 1-1 pitch to left. Kay ventures over, and he settles under it and makes the catch for out number 1. Out number 1 on the fly out from Tone, and now the designated hitter Diego Ortiz. Ortiz in his 6th ball game, 11 at-bats, a .091 batting average, with 1 single and a big cut and a miss at the first pitch from Ethan Levy. In his first start against the Clayton Clovers, he struggled with the walks. His pitch count rose, only went 3 innings in that 10-9. Clams loss, where it was the bullpen that gave up a 4-run lead late in that ball game. 1 ball, 1 strike to Ortiz, and the pitch from Levy swung on, grounded, 2 hops, slow chopper to short. Myers gloves it, throws over to first, and Ortiz is retired for out number 2. 5 up, 5 down so far for Ethan Levy here tonight. And now the second baseman, Zach Will, stepping in his 5th game. 8 at-bats, 125 average, a hit, an RBI, a walk. As mentioned, did not play in Saturday's matchup. Both teams have a win so far in 2 games as the first pitch is fouled off from Will. The Knights took down the Clams 9-5 on June 8th. And the Steamers with the revenge on Saturday, the 5-3 victory. And the 0-1 pitch from Levy's. On the outside corner for a strike, it's quickly 0-2. That fastball command for Ethan Levy has set up the breaking stuff. Another fastball called strike. He's ahead in the count, 0-2 to Zach Will. Gets the sign from Overitis in the pitch. A breaking ball high and in. It's 1-2. Efficient from Ethan Levy. 20 pitches. He's a pitch away from getting out of this second inning. And the 1-2 pitch. Swung on, fouled straight back. Zach Will from Fairleigh Dickinson University, Metro, the junior from Virginia Beach, Virginia. 5'9", 172. And there he's down in the count, 1-2. And the pitch from Levy just missed outside on the fastball, and it's 2-2. Working the outside half here to Will. Another fastball. Really the outside half of the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the second, and the pitch from Levy. Swung on, grounded to second. Knowles underneath of it. Tosses over to first, and that'll do it for the second. 6 up and 6 down for Ethan Levy for the first 2 frames. We go to the bottom half of the second. The Clams lead the Knights 1-0. The new 2023 Edenton Steamers merchandise has arrived. There are plenty of ways for you to pick up your new Steamers gear. You can visit EdentonSteamers.com and place an order. Stop by Sound Feet and Shoes of Edenton or head to the merchandise trailer located behind the first base dugout at historic Hicks Field. You can also pick up your Trowon County Cantaloupes gear, but only at historic Hicks Field. Thank you for your support and repping your Steamers gear. Is working with your propane provider a hassle? Then it's time to switch to Faro Gas. For easy and reliable service, Faro Gas offers quick delivery options, nationwide propane supply, online account tools, and a friendly team of professionals, all here to make your life simpler. Get started today with a price quote at FaroGas.com. That's FERRELLGAS.com.
Hi, my name is Ben Bausis, and you're watching Edenton Steamers Baseball on the Edenton Steamers YouTube channel.
Thank you, Ben. We might see Ben Bausis tonight for the Clams, a 2023 PCL All-Star. 1-0 ball game here in the bottom half of the second. 6, 7, 8 due up for the Clams. Nate Paulson, Ty Garza, and Tate Abbott against right-hander Scott McDonough, who threw 23 pitches in the first inning, allowed a run on back-to-back one-out hits. Between the other PCL All-Stars this year, Gigomar Santana and Ryan Kay, and the first pitch to Paulson is high, 1-0. Nate Paulson in his 17th game, 41 at-bats, 6 hits, a 146 average, 3 RBI, 7 stolen bases. And the 1-0 grounded foul up the third base line. It's 1-1. Center fielder from West Virginia State University. And for Padgett, went 1 for 3 the other night. 1-1 to the right-hander Scott McDonough. And the 1-1 pitch swung on, fouled straight back, hitting off of the mask of the catcher McLeod, and it's 1-2. And time is called. Home plate umpire Randy Jones at his bearings. Foul ball straight back. Another foul ball off of a umpire tonight. Umpires tonight, Randy Jones behind the plate, Otis Moore over at first, and Eric Byram around at third. Play resumes. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The Clams center fielder, Nate Paulson, has played all 3 outfield positions this season, and the 1-2 pitch hit off of his bat, a check swing foul ball, and it's now 1-2. Remains 1-2. Third straight time this season, the Clams have played back-to-back games against the same opponent. First time other than the Tarboro River Bandits. And the 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss, he struck him out. An excellent breaking pitch from Scott McDonough, and out number 1 here in the second. 12-6 movement, diving out of the zone with a handful of pitches to work with. In a 1-2 count, McDonough gets Paulson swinging, and now the third baseman Ty Garza come into the plate. 21 games played, 16 hits, .235 average for the Clams' everyday third baseman Ty Garza. And the first pitch to him is high. It's 1-0. 1 for 4 in Saturday's matchup for Ty Garza, including a single, a run scored. And one of 4 Clams to get a hit in that game, along with Santana, Myers, Morris. The 1-0 is high, 2-0. Infielder from Barton College batted only .196 for the Bulldogs in the spring. Only up to .235 for the Clams, and a 9-game on base streak as he takes the 2-0 pitch high. It's 3-0. 3 balls, no strikes. 1 out with Tate Abbott on deck. And the pitch from McDonough. Way inside, ball 4, gets behind McLeod. And the first walk surrendered by McDonough this evening as Ty Garza will go down to first base. Clams have a base runner for the second straight inning, and now the first baseman, Tate Abbott, coming up. Clams returner, a home run, 12 RBIs. It's been a disappointing summer, say the least, especially from Abbott himself. Just a .222 average, 12 hits in his 17th game. Back over at first base tonight. Abe Kirk was at first on Saturday night. The first pitch to Abbott is a fastball high. McLeod jumping out of his stance. The Clams running wild on Saturday. 7 stolen bases, including 2 for Drifton Padgett, who's not in the lineup. Giving him 9 on the team, 48 now in total for the Steamers on the season. And the 1-0 pitch from McDonough, fastball outside as he's losing command of the zone as McLeod going out to the mound. That fastball command, so crucial. Saw it with Padgett and Hawley the other night. Being able to establish the zone high all around. High in the zone, on the corners. And here, McDonough losing the grip of it as he's thrown 6 straight out of the zone. 24th game for the Clams this season. 17-6. Or 18-6. This time last year playing the Knights. Went on to win the PCL championship. On the 2-0 pitch. Another fastball high. It's now 3-0. 7 straight out of the zone for McDonough. Have to imagine Abbott going to take all the way here in a 3-0 pitch. Garza over at first. He's stolen 7 bags. And the 3-0 pitch to Abbott is a fastball right down the middle for a strike. It's 3-1. 3 balls, 2 strikes. 3 balls, 1 strike, excuse me, to Abbott. Another throw over. Garza dives back. Three balls, 1 strike. 1 out to Tate Abbott, and the pitch from McDonough. Fastball low and away, ball 4, and back-to-back 1-out walks for Scott McDonough, and now Tyler Overitis coming to the dish. Tyler Overitis, 20th game, 9 hits, 170 average. 1 for his last 20. Looking to come up with a big hit here with runners on first and second. With 1 out here in the second inning. In a 1-0 Steamers lead, and the first pitch to him is outside, 1-0. That fastball from McDonough, pulling it, letting it hang high. Back-to-back walks. After 2 hits in the first, and the 1-0 pitch swung on, flied in the air to center. Shadle running in, Tone as well. Tone calls off Shadle and makes the catch for out number 2. And Overitis' struggles continue, as now there's 2 away here in the second frame. It's now the second baseman, the number 10 batter in the Clams lineup, number 8, Tanner Knowles. 0 for 4 in the matchup against the Knights on Saturday, and is up here with 2 runners on with 2 outs, 2 walks for McDonough in the inning. And the first pitch to Knowles, a fastball way inside. Letting go of it way too early. Letting it hang high. Right-hand batter's box. Both to the lefties and now to the righty Knowles. And the 1-0 pitch. Another fastball way inside. Back throw to second. And it's in time. Garza caught off a second on the back pick from McLeod, and that'll do it for the second. A base running blunder by the Clams ends the inning. 2 walks, both left stranded. We go to the top half of the third. The Steamers lead the Knights 1-0. Well, fans, summer is here. You know what that means. Graduation, parties, and cookout season. The Steamers Party Tent is the perfect place to host your next get-together. Schedule a picnic before the game for your next birthday bash, family gathering, or business rendezvous. It's the classic choice for family summer fun. Call the office at 482-4080 for more details. Is your kid a fan of the Clam? Why not sign them up for the Steamers Kids Club, presented by Weatherly Insurance? Membership is free for all kids ages 12 and under. They receive 4 free tickets, a club t-shirt, a discount to baseball camp, an invitation to an exclusive meet and greet event with the players, and much more. You can visit EdentonSteamers.com and download a registration form today.
Hey, I'm Ryan Kay. You're watching Steamers Baseball on the Edenton Steamers Baseball YouTube.
Thank you, Ryan. Ryan responsible with the only run here in the early going tonight. 1-0 Steamers lead. A 1-out RBI single for Ryan Kay. Back-to-back hits for the Clams. Left 2 in the bottom of the second on a base-running blunder by Ty Garza, visibly frustrated out at third base was head coach Justin Hill. So now Ethan Levy back on the mound, and the first pitch to Colt Cundiff is in there for a strike. Can't get back, picked off a second there. With 2 on, 2 outs, just running off the bag. And the 0-1 pitch popped high in the air. Overitis mask off behind the plate, and it gets out of play. It's 0-2. Nose up. 2 pitches way in. Have to imagine Garza maybe thought it went behind the catcher McLeod. Tried to take off in the confusion, and McLeod heads up behind the plate. The 2022 and 2023 TSL All-Star making a heck of a play defensively. No balls, 2 strikes on the pitch to Cundiff. Just missed on the outside half. It's 1-2. Overitis held it there, but home plate umpire Randy Jones calling it just outside, and the count goes to 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch from Levy. Breaking ball fouled off. There's that curveball from Levy. Done a great job tonight commanding that pitch. Again, in that Clover's outing, was able to dodge around more trouble. The walks and the hit by pitch hurt him. The 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball low. It's 2-2. Cundiff, McLeod, and Bowen do up in the inning for the Knights. 1-5 coming into the game. Only win coming here on June 8th against the Clams. The 2-2 pitch from Levy is fouled off on the right side, and it remains 2-2. And looking at the Knights so far this season, it's really been a lack of offense. A team that's full of a lot of guys who have the potential for big innings. They scored 2 in the 9th in the last matchup. As the 2-2 pitch, swung on, grounded, slow hopper to second. Knowles comes in, charges, gloves it, throws to first for out number 1. Tanner Knowles records out number 1. Now 7 up and 7 down for Ethan Levy. And now the catcher Corbin McLeod stepping up to the dish. McLeod due up. Did not play in Saturday's matchup, did not make the trip. And the first pitch to him is a breaking ball low. It's 1-0. So far on the season, 6th game, 16 at-bats, .250 average, 4 hits, 3 singles. And the 1-0 pitch, skied in the air, left field. Byers going out, Garza K coming in, and he makes the catch along the foul line for out number 2. Ryan Kay losing his hat in the process, calling off the 2 infielders, and now there's 2 away for the first baseman, Dylan Bowen. Bowen so far this season, still searching for his first hit in his 6th game. And the first pitch to him is low, 1-0. Ethan Levy only going 3 innings as mentioned against the Clovers right now. Very efficient in his first 2 frames. And the 1-0 is low, 2-0. Now up to 34 pitches here in the 3rd. 2 balls, no strikes to Dylan Bowen, native of Prince George, Virginia. The 2-0 pitch, swung on, fouled, straight back. Bowen for Richard Bland College in the spring. At the plate, 26 games played, 64 at-bats, a 141 average. He also pitched 2 games. And the 2-1 pitch, in there for a strike. It's 2-2. Excellent fastball location for Levy continues. And he's a strike away from 9 up, 9 down so far through 3. The 2-2 pitch. Fastball low and away, and the count is 4 to Bowen. 9 runs, 9 hits, a home run, 3 RBIs in the spring for Bowen. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the 3rd. And the pitch, swung on, fouled, straight back. It remains 3-2. Joshua Holland on deck if the inning continues for the Knights. Other player tonight, head coach Chuck Slaughter, inserting into the starting lineup, came in late in the game on Saturday. Sun peeking through the clouds, creating some shadows here tonight. The 3-2 pitch swung on, driven in the air to center. Drifting back and stopping just in front of the warning track is Paulson, and he makes the catch to end the frame. 9 up, 9 down for Ethan Levy through the first 3 frames. We go to the bottom half of the 3rd. The Clams lead the Knights 1-0. Every year, the Steamers are proud to have the opportunity to raise money for the Jim Catfish Hunter ALS Foundation. On Saturday, July 15th, the Steamers will wear special themed jerseys that will be auctioned off during the game. Proceeds will go towards the fight to strike out ALS. Catfish Hunter is an MLB Hall of Fame pitcher that lived just a short distance from historic Hicks Field and was even a host family for the Steamers organization in its inaugural year. Unfortunately, he lost his battle with ALS over 20 years ago. The Steamers will continue to carry on his legacy and do their part to strike out ALS. We thank you for your support of this great cause. The Edenton Steamers are excited to announce that they will be hosting one more youth baseball camp this summer. The final camp dates this year are July 19th through the 21st. Young ball players between the ages of 5 and 13 are welcome. The cost is $100 to register. Your kid will receive first-class instruction from some of the best college baseball players around. Visit EdentonSteamers.com to register today. Welcome back to historic Hicksfield, bottom half of the third inning between the Knights and the Steamers. 10-1-2 due up for the Clams. Some other action in the PCL tonight. The Outer Banks Scallywags taking on the Tarboro River Bandits. A 0-0 ball game in the bottom of the second inning. Clams are leading the South Division to this point. They're the only team above 500 in the interdivision matchups. 13-4 overall in the PCL. 9-3 against the Scallywags and the River Bandits so far this year. Tanner Knowles against Scott McDonough for his third inning of work. And the first pitch to Knowles, a swinging strike. It's 0-1, a check swing that went around. Knowles up with 2 on, 2 outs in the second. A back pick to second base. Caught Garza out. Now Knowles up, and he swings and flies one to right. On the move is Miller towards the foul line, and it gets into the visitors' bullpen. And now there's 2 strikes on Knowles. A lot of hitters so far for the Clams behind the fastball from McDonough. Right-hander, as mentioned, from the University of Little Rock, Trojans. Through 19 innings in the spring, an 8.0 earned run average. Did not start in any of those ball games. And the 0-2 pitch, breaking ball, fouled off. And it remains 0-2. His best start in the spring came against Grambling University. 3 strikeouts, 2 innings pitched, a pair of hits. Back on March 12th. No balls, 2 strikes to Knowles. And the pitch, another breaking ball. This one lined to left. Tone coming in. He won't get there. It falls in front of him. Another hit for the Clams. Their third. And Tanner Knowles leads off the bottom of the third with a base knock. And now the top of the lineup, Luke Myers coming up to the plate. Clams had 4 hits on Saturday in total in the victory. 3 already through 2 innings and a batter so far here tonight as Luke Myers standing in 0 for 1 with a ground out. And the first pitch from McDonough, another breaking ball. This one misses. It's 1-0. McDonough, that fastball control waning in the second inning. Now going to the breaking pitch. Knowles waiting back, poking a single to left. The first pitch, breaking pitch to Myers. The 1-0, check swing, grounder to first. Tag the back for Bowen, could be 2. High throw to second, in and out of the glove of the shortstop Holland, and Knowles will reach. A check swing, essentially a sacrifice for Myers, who sends a soft ground ball to first. And now there's 1 away with a runner in scoring position for the extra hitter, Giomar Santana. 1-0 pitch on a high fastball, and Myers trying to hold back on the swing, made contact. Thankfully for the Clams, Bowen's throw, looked like he had him, was high. And the first pitch to Santana is fouled off. 3rd straight inning with a runner in scoring position for the Clams. Santana doubled and scored his first time in the first. Going to record another hit. He's now hit in 9 straight games. Average continuing to rise. 349 coming into the game. And another hit and a run scored here tonight. And the 0-1 pitch from McDonough. Another breaking ball. An excellent stop by McLeod behind the plate. It's 1-1. Another hole on the right side, as the second baseman Will guarding the bag at second. Santana, an excellent contact hitter. And the 1-1. Another breaking ball in front of McLeod. He can't see it. Going over to third is Knowles on a wild pitch. And now a runner at third with 1 out for Giomar Santana, and a productive out. Could get the Clams their second run of the game. That breaking pitch now eluding McDonough's control on the hill. That fastball couldn't find the zone in the second, and now throwing a healthy dose of breaking pitches and Good amount of them have just been spiked in the dirt, except for the hit from Knowles. Knowles with the leadoff single. He's over at third. On the ground out on the wild pitch. Corners in now for Santana, and the 2-1 pitch is fouled straight back. Cundiff over at third, even with the bag. First baseman Bowen is on the grass. Middle infielders Holland and Will, both around the dirt. Shade a bit shallow in center, and the corners even in right and left. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here in the third. And the pitch. Swung on, high chopper on the infield. McDonough gets it, checks the runner at third, and throws out Santana at first. A huge out for the Knights. An excellent play on the mound from McDonough. And now there's 2 away for Ryan Kay. High chopper on the 2-2 pitch. And McDonough checking the runner, and the Steamers stranded 7 runners in Saturday night's victory. In danger of stranding another here in the third. And the first pitch to Kay is low and away. It's 1-0. RBI single by Kay in the first inning, now giving him 14 RBIs on the season, closing in on the team lead of 16. The 1-0 pitch, fly ball to center field. Shadle on the run, and he tracks it down in the right center field gap. An excellent play for Kenny Shadle in the right center field gap to rob Kay of a hit. Steamers strand 1 after a leadoff single. We go to the top half of the fourth. The Clams lead the Knights 1-0. Every year, the Steamers are proud to have the opportunity to raise money for the Jim Catfish Hunter ALS Foundation. On Saturday, July 15th, the Steamers will wear special themed jerseys that will be auctioned off during the game. Proceeds will go towards the fight to strike out ALS. Catfish Hunter is an MLB Hall of Fame pitcher that lived just a short distance from historic Hicks Field and was even a host family for the Steamers organization in its inaugural year. Unfortunately, he lost his battle with ALS over 20 years ago. The Steamers will continue to carry on his legacy and do their part to strike out ALS. We thank you for your support of this great cause. Who's ready to rock? The second annual Clam Jam is coming up on Saturday, September 9th. We welcome 3 awesome bands to jam out at historic Hicks Field. Starting at 5 p.m. that afternoon, Old Fish Hatchery Records will take the stage, followed by the Eric Dunlow Band at 7 p.m. and the headlining Daniel Jordan Band at 9 p.m. Advance tickets will be available at EdentonSteamers.com for $15 or can be purchased at the gate that night for $20. Bring your lawn chair and take the field for the rocking event. Numerous food and beverage options will be available all night. We hope to see you there. Welcome back to historic Hicks Field, top half of the 4th inning. Ethan leaving 9 up, 9 down through the first 3. 10-1-2 for the Knights, and the first pitch fouled off by the shortstop Joshua Holland. Holland, Shadle, and Brody Miller due up for the Knights here in the inning. Scored 3 runs on Saturday, 2 in the 9th inning, but have been quiet tonight. The 0-1 pitch grounded to third, foul over the bag. Then Levy has really started with that fastball, has worked it to all sides of the plate, and has used that curveball off of it. And he's ahead 0-2, and the pitch, breaking ball high as Holland ducks out of the way of it. Josh Holland came in late in the game on Saturday. 4th game, 6 at-bats, still yet to record a hit so far. Has a walk, and they 1-2. Swung on, flied, right field. Halstead coming in, going out is Knowles. Knowles calling it off, and he makes the catch in shallow right field for out number 1. Now 10 up and 10 down for Levy. And now Kenny Shadle coming up to the dish. He struck out his first time. Now 0 for his last 5 against the Clams in his last 2 games. Won the 2023 Home Run Derby, beating out Steamer Chris Morris in the final round. an impressive 14 home runs, including 7 in the final round to edge out Morris. 1 ball, no strikes, in the pitch from Levy. Fastball high, it's 2-0. Only for the first batter this season. Feels like, or this game, excuse me, that Levy's fallen behind here tonight. The 2-0 pitch. Fastball at the top of the zone. It's 2-1. Ball's 1 strike. Few arms up in the Clams pen. And the 2-1 pitch to Shado. The fastball, this one way inside, and it's now 3-1. To the center fielder, set to attend Lewisburg College in the fall. Played at Cape Henry Collegiate. And the 3-1 pitch. Fastball at the top of the zone. Been all fastballs to Shadle all around the top half of the zone. That one again catching the zone, and it's now 3-2. See if Levy goes with the soft stuff here to get out Shadle. And the 3-2 pitch, fastball swung on, driven in the air to center. Venturing back is Paulson. He's drifting towards the gap to the warning track, and he makes the catch for out number 2. Deep fly ball from Shadle. Paulson makes the catch, and now there's 2 away for the right fielder, Brody Miller. All fastballs there from Levy to Shadle. That one he gave a ride, but into the waiting arms of Nate Paulson. And the first pitch to Miller, swung on, grounded towards first. Abbott knocks it down, throws it to Levy, touches the bag, and it's not in time. Ethan Levy didn't cover in time. Abbott bobbled it in the first hit of the ball game for the Knights. It's a soft roller to first. The right fielder, Brody Miller, reaching first. Now 2 outs, and now the pitcher, extra hitter tonight, Scott McDonough, to the plate. Base hit from Miller, the first hit, the first base runner against Levy tonight. And the first pitch to McDonough, line to left field, but Ryan Kay, who drops it. Ryan Kay could not make the play out in left field. It looked like a routine line drive. Kay going down to one knee and couldn't haul it in. And another base hit. Well, what is going to be ruled an error? An E7 on Ryan Kay. A lackadaisical play out in left field from the usually sturdy left fielder Ryan Kay. A line drive right to him, he drops, and now Jake Tone up with 2 on and 2 outs, and he takes the first pitch outside, 1-0. To 2 quick outs here in the 4th. An infield single and an error to left field. And the 1-0 pitch, skied in the air, foul to the third base side. 1 earned run for Levy against Clayton. That was on a error that allowed a run to score. In danger of allowing another run on an infield single and an error. And the 1-1 pitch to Tone, swung on, fouled straight back. Levy's ahead in the count, 1-2. Gone strictly fastball here to Tone. Who has been the most productive hitter on the Knights this season. Recorded an RBI double in the 2-run 9th inning for Greenbrier in the game on Saturday. And the 1-2 pitch, swing and a tapper right in front of the plate, foul. It's 1-2. Ryan Kay, again, going back to that error in left field. Kay, it is his first error of the season. 18 putouts and 3 assists coming into tonight. The 1-2 pitch, swung on, cued to short. Myers coming in, he'll go to second for 1, and it's in time to end the inning. An infield single and an error for the Knights, stranded on the base paths. We go to the bottom half of the 4th. The Steamers lead the Knights 1-0. The new 2023 Edenton Steamers merchandise has arrived. There are plenty of ways for you to pick up your new Steamers gear. You can visit EdentonSteamers.com and place an order. Stop by Sound Feet and Shoes of Edenton or head to the merchandise trailer located behind the first base dugout at historic Hicks Field. You can also pick up your Chowan County Cantaloupes gear, but only at historic Hicks Field. thank you for your support and repping your Steamers gear. Well, fans, summer is here. You know what that means. Graduation, parties, and cookout season. The Steamers Party Tent is the perfect place to host your next get-together. Schedule a picnic before the game for your next birthday bash, family gathering, or business rendezvous. It's the classic choice for family summer fun. Call the office at 482-4080 for more details.
Hey, my name is Zane Loveday, and you're watching Edenton Steamers Baseball on the Edenton Steamers YouTube channel.
Thank you, Zane. Welcome back to historic Hicks Field, bottom half of the fourth. Past two half innings, both teams stranding runners. The Clams leaving a runner over at third in the bottom of the third inning. And with 2 outs, the Knights get a runner on a infield single. Really could have been an error also ruled to Abbott on a lackadaisical throw, and then a line drive to left that Ryan Kay lined right at him and just dropped it. Levy getting out of the inning. Scott McDonough out for his 4th inning of work, and he'll face 4, 5, 6 Morris, Halstead, Paulson, a trio of second-year Clams. Chris Morris talking about the home run derby with Shadle and quite a showdown with Morris. Turned it on in the final 2 rounds. He hit 1 home run in his first round. He hit 4 in the second round, 8 in the third round. Batted first, and Shadle overtook him in the end. And he's up here to lead off the 4th. And the first pitch from McDonough is at the bottom of the zone. It's 0-1. Edenton, North Carolina native Chris Morris, he hit 8 home runs, 28 RBIs for Pitt Community College in the spring. And the 0-1 pitch to Morris, a big cut and a miss. A great changeup from McDonough. After the first inning run, he's had some base runners, had some control issues, but has limited the Clams offense and gotten out of trouble. No balls. 2 strikes, and the pitch to Morris. Swung on, flied foul and out of play. No balls, 2 strikes to Chris Morris. 0 for 1, one of 3 strikeouts so far for McDonough. 3 innings, 3 hits. 1 run allowed. It was earned, 2 walks. And the 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss. He struck him out. He's gotten Morris down on strikes for the 2nd time. An excellent breaking pitch from McDonough, and there's 1 out here in the 4th. Went fastball to start the at-bat. 3 straight breaking pitches, and now Davis Halstead due up. That breaking pitch, he's got it in the zone. It's been out of the zone as well for McDonough, and there just buried it. And Morris, no chance. And now Davis Halstead also struck out his first time, and the first pitch to him is high. It's 1-0. In right field tonight, Davis Halstead was in center field last year, late in the season. Hasn't been in center field yet this year. He's been in left, been in right. A 1-0 pitch to him. Check swing, foul ball. What a check swing contact tonight for the Clams. Grounded by Myers on the check swing. A foul off by Halstead. 1 ball, 1 strike. Both teams with arms warming as we head into the middle innings. And the 1-1 pitch from McDonough, a breaking ball, bounces in the dirt. It's 2 balls and 1 strike. Halstead had it over 300 last year for the Clams, and most of that came in the second half with increased playing time. Some guys moving around, guys out of the lineup. A bigger role for him. Now batting 5th in the order as the 2-1 pitch in the dirt. It's now 3-1. Alden Connell now done for the season. The hand injury making Winslow no longer with the team. Now Halstead The huge opportunity in the second half for the Clams offense. He's ahead in the count, 3-1 in the pitch. Fastball high, ball 4. Another walk for McDonough, his third of the ball game, and Halstead reaches with 1 out as now Nate Paulson up to the dish. Nate Paulson struck out his first time. He's 0 for 1. Again, similarly to second, third inning, Zach Will right behind the bag at second base against the right-handed hitter, Paulson. Huge hole on the right side. Back pick over to first as a swinging strike for a check swing. Counts 1-0. Halstead safe over at first on the throw from McLeod. No balls, 1 strike. And the pitch from McDonough. Swung on, cued back to the screen, and it's now 0-2 to Nate Paulson. Steamers center fielder Paulson, his 5th game starting in center field. Drifton Padgett getting the night off tonight. The All-Star. No balls, 2 strikes. Halstead at first. And another throw over. Halstead retreats. Halstead, 4 stolen bags so far this year. His 19th game. Paulson looking to keep it going for Ty Garza on deck. And the pitch, Halstead going off. The throw from McLeod is high into center field. Halstead with a stolen bag, ball high and away. Excellent deke out at second base by Holland, keeping Halstead at second. And now another runner in scoring position for the Clams. 4th consecutive inning to start the game with at least a runner at second base. And now Nate Paulson in a 1-2 count. And the pitch from McDonough. Breaking ball, whack to center field. On the run is Shadle. Back to the warning track. He makes the catch. Halstead tagging. He will go to third, and the throw is cut off by Holland. Another hanging breaking pitch by McDonough. Paulson giving it a ride, but Shadle tracking it down. Really bad read initially by Shadle. He had to turn on the jets late to make the catch. Now there's 2 outs. For the 2nd consecutive inning, the Clams have a runner at third with 2 outs. And Ty Garza due up. And the first pitch to him, another breaking pitch. This one floats in for a strike. They're really starting the game with that fastball being the primary pitch from McDonough. Now it started to loft in that breaking pitch to get it ahead in the count. The 0-1 pitch, a fastball outside. It's now 1-1. Garza 0 for 1 tonight. 0 for 0 with a walk. 1 of the 3, excuse me. There's a hole up the middle if he can put it there to score Halstead. And the 1-1 grounded, 2 hops to second. Grabbed by Wall, and he tosses to first to end the inning. Halstead stranded at third. He walked. Another base runner left for the Clams. We go to the top half of the 5th. They lead it 1-0. Who's ready to rock? The 2nd annual Clam Jam is coming up on Saturday, September 9th. We welcome 3 awesome bands to jam out at historic Hicks Field. Starting at 5 p.m. that afternoon, Old Fish Hatchery Records will take the stage, followed by the Eric Dunlow Band at 7 p.m. and the headlining Daniel Jordan Band at 9 p.m. Advance tickets will be available at EdentonSteamers.com for $15 or can be purchased at the gate that night for $20. Bring your lawn chair and take the field for the rocking event. Numerous food and beverage options will be available all night. We hope to see you there. Is working with your propane provider a hassle? Then it's time to switch to Feral Gas. For easy and reliable service, Feral Gas offers quick delivery options, nationwide propane supply, online account tools, and a friendly team of professionals, all here to make your life simpler. Get started today with a price quote at feralgas.com. That's FERRELLGAS.com. Welcome back to Historic Hicks Field. A call to the bullpen brought to you by our good friends over at Ferrol Gas. Easy propane service starts here. Ferrol Gas. Ethan Levy goes the first 4 for the Clams. Almost perfect on the mound. 4 innings, just allowed a single hit, a strikeout, an error in the top half of the 4th, stranded 2 runners. And the new pitcher on the mound for the Clams is left-hander Ruben Costin in his 8th game. He has 2 starts this season, a 13 and a third innings pitched, 1-0 with a 6.75 ERA, 10 earned runs, 14 walks, 13 hits, 11 strikeouts, and he's due up against Ortiz, Will, and Cundiff here in the top half of the 5th inning in a 1-0 ball game. Saturday's game, just 2 runs through the first 4, and only 1 run tonight through the first 4 for either side. And the first pitch from Costin is a fastball high, featuring a fastball, curveball, changeup. Talking to Ruben Costin a few weeks ago, catching up with the Clams. You can see all episodes on YouTube. Grounding technique. He delivers a 1-0 pitch in there for a strike from a pitching coach in Raleigh. Helping him with his balance. He does a handful of exercises before the game, balance techniques, and the 1-1 pitch is fouled straight back. Go up around the hometown of Justin Verlander, MLB ace, pitcher for the New York Mets. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and the pitch. Fastball in the dirt. It's 2-2. Costin's last appearance coming in, he appeared against the Outer Banks Scallywags. The 9-5 Clams loss on July 1st, an inning. Gave up a hit, a strikeout in that ball game. And the 2-2 pitch to the designated hitter Ortiz, swing and a miss. He struck him out at a high fastball inside. 12th strikeout of the season for Costin. And there's 1 away here in the 5th inning. Costin looking to pick up right where Ethan Levy left off through the first 4. He's off to a good start. Now the second baseman, Zach Will, stepping in. 0 for 1 tonight with a ground out. And the first pitch to him is on the inside corner for a strike. 2 strikeouts now for Steamers pitching. 4 for Scott McDonough. For the Knights, only 1 run across on the RBI hit from Kay, and the 0-1 pitch is a fastball that drifts high. Costin, the redshirt freshman from East Stroudsburg University, just pitched an inning in the spring against Staten Island for the Warriors. And the 1-1 pitch, there's that curveball, and it's taken low. It's 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. Clams lefty. Coming out with the Meals on Wheels today for the Clams. That one swung on. Fouled, first base side. Abbott giving it a look, and it's out of play. Clams, over the course of the year, helping out with community service around the Chowan County area. Meals on Wheels, Farmers Market. Costin today, along with the Paget brothers, helping out the Edenton community. The 2-2 pitch to Will, swung on, hard, grounded to third. Garza gloves it, throws across the diamond for out number 2. Probably the hardest hit ball tonight for the Knights, a hard shot to third. And Garza, the sure-handed third baseman, makes the play, throws to first, and now there's 2 outs for the third baseman, Colt Cundiff. Only 2 base runners for the Knights, both coming in the 4th inning. And the first pitch to Cundiff is a fastball low. It's 1-0. An infield single and an error by the Clams. Most of the game on Saturday, Knights held in check before a huge rally late as the 1-0 pitch is high, 2-0. Going back to last season, the teams played 5 times, just like This year, the Knights won the first game. The Clams won the next 4. The 2-0 pitch to Cundiff, swung on, driven in the air to left. Kay venturing back, stops in front of the warning track, and he makes the catch to end the inning. Another 1-2-3 frame for Steamers pitching. Costin comes in and sets down the Knights. We go to the bottom half of the 5th. Steamers lead it 1-0. The Steamers are excited to announce a newfound partnership with the Boys and Girls Club of the Albemarle. This season will mark our first annual jersey fundraiser for the organization. To coincide with our Chowan County Cantaloupes moniker, we will be wearing special themed jerseys on all home Wednesdays at historic Hicks Field. At our final Wednesday on July 19th, we will be auctioning off the Cantaloupes jerseys. All proceeds will go towards the summer programs that benefit the kids of the Boys and Girls Club of the Albemarle. We would like to extend a huge thank you to RC Theaters Albemarle Movies 8 for their sponsorship and support of the Boys and Girls Club. Thank you for your support of this great cause. Who's ready to rock? The second annual Clam Jam is coming up on Saturday, September 9th. We welcome 3 awesome bands to jam out at historic Hicks Field. Starting at 5 p.m. that afternoon, Old Fish Hatchery Records will take the stage, followed by the Eric Dunlow Band at 7 p.m. and the headlining Daniel Jordan Band at 9 p.m. Advance tickets will be available at EdentonSteamers.com for $15 or can be purchased at the gate that night for $20. Bring your lawn chair and take the field for the rocking event. Numerous food and beverage options will be available all night. We hope to see you there. Welcome back to historic Hicks Field at the corner of Woodard and Freemason here in Edenton, North Carolina. 17th home game of the season. The Clams 10-4 at home so far, including winners of 3 straight here at home. 8, 9, 10. Abbott over Ritus and Knowles against Scott McDonough, and the first pitch in there for a strike. McDonough, his longest outing so far of the season, really the entire 2023 season for the righty. Didn't pitch more than 2 innings for Little Rock in the spring. So the 0-1 is in there for a strike and only tossed 3 innings against Outer Banks in his first pitching appearance of the season. Tonight he's through at least 4, and he's ahead in the count 0-2 to Tate Abbott. 0-0, he walked his first time, and the 0-2 pitch swung on, fouled off third base side. It remains 0-2. Tate Abbott in his 17th ball game. 4 home runs last season for the Clams. He only has 1 so far this year. 12 RBIs. And the 0-2 breaking ball low and in. It's 1-2. There's that breaking ball from McDonough. Has been excellent, diving out of the zone. 74 pitches from McDonough as we begin the bottom half of the 5th. And the 1-2 pitch to Abbott. Fastball that drifts high, and it's now 2-2. Pair of lefties at the bottom of the order, Abbott and Overitis. Coach Justin Hill looking to jumpstart his returner and catcher towards the bottom of the order. The 2-2 pitch, swung on, broken bat out to short. Holland bobbles it, bare hands, throws to first in time to get Abbott as the bat goes out just up the first base line, and there's 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th. Inside fastball, excellent pitch from McDonough, and Abbott is 0 for 1 on a jam shot to short. And now Tyler Overitis due up. 0 for 1 with a pop out to center his first time. Catcher now 1 for 21. So far this year, the struggles for Overitis have continued through the middle of July. And the first pitch to him, lined into right fielder, base hit. Looking to break out of a slump. A huge hit here in the 5th for Overitis. The 4th hit for the Clams in the ball game. And a 1-out single now brings up Tanner Knowles, who has a hit. over Rightus. Hopefully that gets him going. It's his first hit since the first of the month against the Outer Banks. Now Tanner Knowles, who singled in the fourth, was left stranded over at third. And the first pitch to him from McDonough, outside with the fastball. It's 1-0. Last at bat, a lot of breaking balls from McDonough to Knowles, who blooped a 1-2 pitch to left field for a hit. Has another hole on the right side if he wants it, and the 1-0 pitch is fouled off. Every time a Clam has got a runner on first, second baseman Zach Will has drifted way over towards the second base back. Just really a few steps from it. A huge hole on the right side. And the 1-1 pitch to Knowles lines it over the head of Will into right center field. Over Rightus will go to second. Back-to-back one-out hits for the Clams here in the fifth. And a jam is brewing here from McDonough as now the leadoff batter Luke Myers come into the plate. 1-1 fastball low and away from McDonough. And Tanner Knowles, who was working before the game today in the batting cages, after an 0-for-4 performance on Saturday, has 2 hits tonight, 5 for the team. And Luke Myers coming up 0-for-2 on the ball game. And the first pitch to him, breaking ball in the dirt, gets away from McLeod, and both runners will advance. 2 runners now in scoring position. A wild pitch from McDonough. And now a base hit could plate 2 for the Steamers here in the 5th frame. The middle innings. Again for the Clams, they scored 4 runs in the 6th on Saturday. Now have 2 ducks on the pond here in the 5th. And the 1-0 pitch from McDonough, another breaking ball, this one in the dirt. Losing that command of the breaking pitch. Spiked a few pitches to Abbott, to Knowles, and now it's 2-0 to Luke Myers. Again, got a double on Saturday, his first extra base hit of the season, 15 RBIs, 1 away from the team lead, and the 2-0 pitch swung on, flied foul and out of play. It's 2-1 from the Nanticoke, Pennsylvania native, the only Clam from PA. Infield, Cundiff and Bowen. Bowen on the grass. Cundiff even with the bag. Will in, and the 2-1 pitch, low and away. It's 3-1. Giomar Santana, who has a hit and a run scored, is due on deck. The only infielder really back is the shortstop Holland. It's behind the bag at short. 3 balls, 1 strike, and the pitch to Myers. Fastball high, it gets away from McLeod. Over Rightus starts and stops. And the bases are loaded with 1 out for Giomar Santana, the extra hitter. 2 one-out singles for over Rightus and Knowles, and now a walk to Myers to bring up quite possibly the Clams' best hitter over the last week plus, as head coach Chuck Slaughter out to the mound to talk with his right-hander. No one warming in the Knights' pen. There was some action an inning prior. Now Giomar Santana, the Vega Baja, Puerto Rico native, due up with the bases loaded. The Clams' best chance since the first inning when Santana doubled. Ryan Kay, who's on deck, singled to center to get the game's first and only run to this point. Going back to Santana's hot streak, really mentioned in the open, he's now hit in 9 consecutive ball games, dating back to June 24th when the streak started against Outer Banks. 2 hits against Uwahari, a hit versus Virginia Beach. 2 hits against Tarboro the other night. Looking for another one here tonight. And the first pitch from McDonough is a fastball on the outside corner for a strike. Up to 16 hits now on the season. 7 RBIs, looking for more here. And the 0-1 pitch. Another fastball line into right fielder base hit. Coming in to score is Overitis. Great throw in from Miller. It gets cut off by Bowen as moving station to station. To third goes Knowles. The Steamers lead it 2-0. Another hit for Santana. His second of the game. His 8th RBI of the season. And the Clams lead it 2-1. 2-0, excuse me. With more potentially on the way as Ryan Kay now up with 1 out. 4 straight Clams have reached, and the first pitch to Kay swung on, grounded to second, could be 2. Holland to second for 1, over to first, not in time. Fielder's choice for Ryan Kay, another RBI tonight. He now has 2. And the Steamers now lead it 3-0. 2 runs across in the inning. And runners on the corners with 2 outs for Chris Morris. Ball was hit so slowly. Holland's only play was really to second. Will couldn't get it over to first. And now the cleanup hitter Chris Morris, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts in there. He takes the first pitch breaking ball low. It's 1-0. Morris struggled with the strikeout in recent games. He struck out now 6 times. His last 3 ball games. And the 1-0 pitch swung on, line foul and out of play. It's 1-1. 4 straight Clams reaching. Overitis a single with 1 out. Knowles a single. Myers a walk. Santana an RBI hit to right. And Kay reaching on a fielder's choice, 2 runs in. And the 1-0 outside, throw to first on the back pick. And back in there was Kay. The count goes to 2-1. Another back pick. McLeod trying to catch a Clam napping over at first. To no avail, and the count is now 2-1. 3 runs on now 6 hits for the Steamers. There's McDonough just trying to get out of the inning. And the 2-1. Swung on, fouled off to the right side, and it's now 2-2 to Morris. 2 strikes on 2 foul balls. Davis Halstead on deck if the inning continues. Hits have come in bunches tonight for the Clams. 2 hits in the first. Now 4 here in the 5th with a pair of runs across. And the 2-2 from McDonough. Swung on, grounded down the third baseline. Fair ball, and it goes past Cundiff. Coming in to score is Myers. Holding up at second base is Kay. An RBI hit for Chris Morris, and another one across. It's now 4-0. Steamers in front. Another single in the inning. The line keeps moving for the Clams, who now lead it 4-0. Chris Morris now with his 9th RBI on the season. His 12th hit, and now Davis Halstead to the plate. And the first pitch to Halstead, another breaking ball. This one also in the dirt. It's really been the cause of McDonough's struggles here in this frame. Really, only 1 walk. That was to Myers. Everything else, left fastballs out over the plate, but that breaking ball command has just not been there for the right-hander. The 1-0 is fouled off. It's 1-1. Only walk to Myers. But other than that, 4 hits. Kay reaching on a fielder's choice. After the broken bat ground out by Tate Abbott to begin the frame. 1 ball, 1 strike. And time is called at the plate. 4 runs now on 7 hits. And going back to Saturday's game, 5 runs on just 4 hits. Clams more than 2 hits. Still have plenty of time left in this one. And the 1-1 pitch to Halstead. Another breaking ball. This one spiked in the dirt. Excellent stop by the all-star McLeod to keep it in front. Left-hander John McCarthy now starting to warm in the Knights bullpen, a fellow TSL all-star. And the 2-1 pitch from McDonough, a fastball on the inside half. It's now 2-2. Second straight batter McDonough has got to 2-2. Morris singled to keep the line moving. Huge hole on the right side with Will guarding second. And the pitch from McDonough. Swung on, grounded right back at the mound. McDonough, nice snap. Throws to first and gets Halstead to end the inning. A comebacker. McDonough makes the play, but not before 3 runs come across on 4 hits for the Clams. A pair of RBI singles and a fielder's choice. We go to the top half of the 6th. The Steamers now lead it 4-0. The new 2023 Edenton Steamers merchandise has arrived. There are plenty of ways for you to pick up your new Steamers gear. You can visit EdentonSteamers.com and place an order. Stop by Sound Feet and Shoes of Edenton or head to the merchandise trailer located behind the first base dugout at historic Hicks Field. You can also pick up your Trowan County Cantaloupes gear, but only at historic Hicks Field. Thank you for your support and repping your Steamers gear. The Edenton Steamers are the greatest show in town. How can we make that any better? Throw in some fireworks. We have 1 fireworks show remaining for this summer. You can catch this show on Saturday, July 29th, right here at historic Hicks Field. Mark your calendars and we will see you at the ballpark. The Edenton Steamers are excited to announce that they will be hosting 1 more youth baseball camp this summer. The final camp dates this year are July 19th through the 21st. Young ball players between the ages of 5 and 13 are welcome. The cost is $100 to register. Your kid will receive first-class instruction from some of the best college baseball players around. Visit EdentonSteamers.com to register today. Welcome back to historic Hicks Field. Top half of the 6th inning. Ruben Costin back out there for his 2nd inning of work. 8, 9, 10. McLeod, Bowen, and Holland. And the first pitch to McLeod fouled off first base side. Will get out of play. It's 0-1. Steamers pitching so far tonight. Shut down. Ethan Levy, Ruben Costin combining for the first 5 innings. Only allowing a hit. An error in left by Kay, but that has been it. No walks so far. The 0-1 on the outside corner. It's 0-2 to Corbin McLeod. 0 for 3 in the 2023 All-Star Game. One of 4 hitters representing the Greenbrier Knights. And the 0-2 pitch off the knob of the bat. A foul ball. It's 0-2. Another one off the knob of the bat. A lot of check swing or inside foul ball with the batter swing, making contact. A few put in play as well. And the 0-2 pitch from Costin. Breaking ball way outside. Now 1-2. An update from the Scallywags River Bandits game. The River Bandits in front 2-0 in the top of the 5th. They have 2 runners on with 1 out. The 0-2 pitch, swung on, fly, foul and out of play. In the South PCL, the Clams in front 9-3 record against both the Scallywags and the River Bandits. Wags 4-6 against Edenton and Tarboro, and Tarboro 5-9. The 1-2 pitch from Costin. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. A devastating breaker. Strikes out McLeod, and there's 1 out. 2nd strikeout for Costin. Breaking ball fell off of the kitchen table, and there's 1 out for the first baseman, Dylan Bowen. Breaking ball, unlike the 0-2 pitch that was outside. That one high, bent down, and a big cut and a miss by Bowen. It's 0-1 on the changeup from Costin. Looking to get it going again. He's been his best in relief appearances so far this year. And the 0-1 swung on, popped in the air, shallow left field. Kay coming in, Paulson as well. Paulson underneath of it, and he makes the catch for out number 2. Strikeout and a pop out here in the 6th, and now the shortstop Joshua Holland coming up. Holland 0 for 1 tonight in his first at bat against the Clams reliever Costin. Ben Balsis starting to warm in the bullpen for Edenton, and the first pitch is a breaking ball way outside. It's 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes. But Costin, similarly to some other Clams pitchers, just his outing seems like he hits a wall at times. That one swung on, flied in the air, left center, left field. Myers on the run, and it gets foul and out of play. It's 1-1. Had a few outings where it's the perfect first inning. Then in that second frames, and the usually walks that have given him the most trouble and given coaches a reason to visit him on the mound, actually take him out. Tonight, inning and 2/3 so far. And the 1-1 pitch to Holland. Swing and a miss. It's now 1-2. Sped him up with the fastball, and now it's 1-2 to the shortstop, Joshua Holland. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Clams in front 4-0 here in the 6th. And the pitch, breaking ball, swung way outside. It's 2-2. Just left that breaking ball outside, but when he has got on top of it, as seen by the strikeout to McLeod, devastating pitch in Costin's arsenal. The 2-2 fouled off. The home plate umpire, Randy Jones. We're going to step aside. Quick moment.
Well, fans, summer is here. You know what that means. Graduation, parties, and cookout season. The Steamers Party Tent is the perfect place to host your next get-together. Schedule a picnic before the game for your next birthday bash, family gathering, or business rendezvous. It's the classic choice for family summer fun. Call the office at 482-4080 for more details. The new 2023 Edenton Steamers merchandise has arrived. There are plenty of ways for you to pick up your new Steamers gear. You can visit EdentonSteamers.com and place an order. Stop by Sound Feet and Shoes of Edenton, or head to the merchandise trailer located behind the first base dugout at historic Hicks Field. You can also pick up your Chowan County Cantaloupes gear, but only at historic Hicks Field. Thank you for your support and repping your Steamers gear. The Steamers are excited to announce a newfound partnership with the Boys and Girls Club of the Albemarle. This season will mark our first annual jersey fundraiser for the organization. To coincide with our Chowan County Cantaloupes moniker, we will be wearing special themed jerseys on all home Wednesdays at historic Hicks Field. At our final Wednesday on July 19th, we will be auctioning off the Cantaloupes jerseys. All proceeds will go towards the summer programs that benefit the kids of the Boys and Girls Club of the Albemarle. We would like to extend a huge thank you to RC Theaters Albemarle Movies 8 for their sponsorship and support of the Boys and Girls Club. Thank you for your support of this great cause. The new 2023 Edenton Steamers merchandise has arrived. There are plenty of ways for you to pick up your new Steamers gear. You can visit EdentonSteamers.com and place an order. Stop by Sound Feet and Shoes of Edenton, or head to the merchandise trailer located behind the first base dugout at historic Hicks Field. You can also pick up your Chowan County Cantaloupes gear, but only at historic Hicks Field. Thank you for your support and repping your Steamers gear.
Welcome back to historic Hicks Field. A bit of a delay, foul ball off of home plate umpire Randy Jones. Courtney Phelps coming out to the field. Walking the home plate umpire Jones off of the field. We're going to have an umpire change behind the plate in a 4-0 ball game. Here in the top half of the 6th with 2 outs and a 2-2 count. It's a foul ball off of the bat of Joshua Holland. Off of the mask of Randy Jones. Not going to speculate what it is or what happened. Hopefully all the best for tonight's home plate umpire Randy Jones behind the plate, as we will be in a temporary delay here at the ballpark. Scoring summary brought to you by Feral Gas. Lambs in front 4-0. They scored a run in the first.
on an RBI single by Ryan Kay. Back-to-back hits with 1 out. No runs up until the 5th inning. 3-run, bottom of the 5th inning for the Clams, including 4 singles. An RBI hit by Giomar Santana. A run scored on a fielder's choice. A single by Chris Morris as well. And 3 runs across in the inning, and the Clams have a 4-0 ball game. And another update around the PCL. Scallywags now trailing. The River Bandits in front of the Scallywags now 6-0 in the 5th inning. Clams will play both of these teams coming up. 16 ball games after tonight. Clams battling the Wake Forest Fungo tomorrow night right here at historic Hicks Field. Be on the call right here on the Edenton Steamers YouTube channel. And on the road for 2 ball games against the Scallywags. On Wednesday, Wake Forest going to Heritage High School in Wake Forest, North Carolina. On Thursday, before returning home for 1 game against the Scallywags. Home game against the Catawba Valley Stars for the first time this year. Another home matchup against the Norfolk Redbirds. Another matchup against the Scallywags. The Steamers don't play the River Bandits till July 20th. The back-to-back matchups at the beginning of the month. Clams with a 13-4 PCL record. 17-6 overall. Take a quick break. A delay, a change in the umpires. Here at historic Hicks Field. Well, fans, summer is here. You know what that means. Graduation, parties, and cookout season. The Steamers Party Tent is the perfect place to host your next get-together. Schedule a picnic before the game for your next birthday bash, family gathering, or business rendezvous. It's the classic choice for family summer fun. Call the office at 482-4080 for more details. Who's ready to rock? The 2nd annual Clam Jam is coming up on Saturday, September 9th. We welcome 3 awesome bands to jam out at historic Hicks Field. Starting at 5 p.m. that afternoon, Old Fish Hatchery Records will take the stage, followed by the Eric Dunlow Band at 7 p.m. and the headlining Daniel Jordan Band at 9 p.m. Advance tickets will be available at EdentonSteamers.com for $15 or can be purchased at the gate that night for $20. Bring your lawn chair and take the field for the rocking event. Numerous food and beverage options will be available all night. We hope to see you there. Every year, the Steamers are proud to have the opportunity to raise money for the Jim Catfish Hunter ALS Foundation. On Saturday, July 15th, the Steamers will wear special themed jerseys that will be auctioned off during the game. Proceeds will go towards the fight to strike out ALS. Catfish Hunter is an MLB Hall of Fame pitcher that lived just a short distance from historic Hicks Field and was even a host family for the Steamers organization in its inaugural year. Unfortunately, he lost his battle with ALS over 20 years ago. The Steamers will continue to carry on his legacy and do their part to strike out ALS. We thank you for your support of this great cause.
Hey, my name is Zane Loveday, and you're watching Edenton Steamers Baseball on the Edenton Steamers YouTube channel.
Thank you, Zane. You're watching Edenton Steamers Baseball on the home of the Clams, the Edenton Steamers YouTube channel. Still in a delay here on the field. Clams players throwing the football around in the outfield, the relievers. Knights retreating to the dugout as we await the umpire delay. For those just tuning in, a 2-2 pitch from Ruben Costin to Joshua Holland, fouled straight back. Caught home plate umpire Randy Jones in the mask. Hopefully Jones is okay, a quick recovery and nothing too serious. Came back. Jones taken off the field, and third base umpire Eric Byram coming out to change into the home plate umpire attire in a 4-0 ball game. In the third matchup between the two ball clubs. Knights won the first matchup on June 8th, 9-5. The Clams winning Saturday night's matchup 5-3. Two teams don't play again until the final game of the regular season on July 29th before the PCL playoffs start up. The PCL playoffs going from July 31st through August 5th, starting with the divisional playoffs with the number 1 seed. Well, as of now, Edenton Steamers holding that number 1 seed, as opposed to last year where all teams made it in a 1-game playoff and then into the championship game. This season, the number 1 seed in the PCL will face off against the TSL champion, right now sitting as the Virginia Beach Sea Dogs. And then the 2 versus the 3 seeds. Both teams, both sets of series will go 3 games. 1 game at the higher seed, 1 game at the lower seed, and a 3rd game if necessary. Then the winners will move on for a championship series. The Clams last season winning a game against these Greenbrier Knights in the semifinal matchup to go on to take on the Tarboro River Bandits and win the 2022 PCL championship. As mentioned earlier in the broadcast, the Clams on pace with last year's squad record-wise. Last year's team 18-6 through July 11th. This year's Clams team 17-6, including winners of their last 3 games. Clams have won 3 straight games, at least 3 straight games, now 3 times. Looking for more here, up 4-0 against the Knights. We've gotten little offense going against the Clams pitchers tonight. Padgett going 5 innings pitched. He gave up a run, 6 Ks, and the win on Saturday didn't factor into the decision. Tonight, Ethan Levy, 4 innings, a hit, a strikeout. Ruben Costin so far an inning and 2/3 with 2 strikeouts and no base runners allowed. Still in a delay. We'll take a quick break. 4-0 Steamers in front. Every year, the Steamers are proud to have the opportunity to raise money for the Jim Catfish Hunter ALS Foundation. On Saturday, July 15th, the Steamers will wear special themed jerseys that will be auctioned off during the game. Proceeds will go towards the fight to strike out ALS. Catfish Hunter is an MLB Hall of Fame pitcher that lived just a short distance from historic Hicks Field and was even a host family for the Steamers organization in its inaugural year. Unfortunately, he lost his battle with ALS over 20 years ago. The Steamers will continue to carry on his legacy and do their part to strike out ALS. We thank you for your support of this great cause. The new 2023 Edenton Steamers merchandise has arrived. There are plenty of ways for you to pick up your new Steamers gear. You can visit EdentonSteamers.com and place an order. Stop by Sound Feet and Shoes of Edenton or head to the merchandise trailer located behind the first base dugout at historic Hicks Field. You can also pick up your Chowan County Cantaloupes gear, but only at historic Hicks Field. Thank you for your support and repping your Steamers gear. Who's ready to rock? The second annual Clam Jam is coming up on Saturday, September 9th. We welcome 3 awesome bands to jam out at historic Hicks Field. Starting at 5 p.m. that afternoon, Old Fish Hatchery Records will take the stage, followed by the Eric Dunlow Band at 7 p.m. and the headlining Daniel Jordan Band at 9 p.m. Advance tickets will be available at EdentonSteamers.com for $15 or can be purchased at the gate that night for $20. Bring your lawn chair and take the field for the rocking event. Numerous food and beverage options will be available all night. We hope to see you there. Welcome back to historic Hicks Field. Players resuming positions on the field as the umpires returning to the field. For those just tuning in, a umpire delay, a foul ball off the bat of Josh Holland. Straight back, hitting the mask of home plate umpire Randy Jones. Taken off of the field. We hope the best for the home plate umpire Randy Jones. Another umpire ball collision this season. A handful have taken place here at historic Hicks Field. Also one in the All-Star game as well, a delay. I think everything is okay for the home plate umpire tonight, Randy Jones. Now Ruben Costin, all of the fielders for the Clams back out there as they give Costin some warm-up pitches after about a 15-20 minute delay with players lounging around, got some talking to each other, coaching staff as well, and Costin will get some warm-up tosses on the mound for the Clams. As mentioned, the second game, 3-game homestand, with 2 out of the 3 coming against the Greenbrier Knights, the Wake Forest Fungo for the second time this season, visiting historic Hicks Field tomorrow night. Clams took down the Fungo 6-5 in a close, tight matchup on June 17th. The teams will play 3 times to finish out the year. 3 exhibition matchups, 3 out of 4 for the Clams, the remaining games this season. 3 against the Fungo, 1 against the Catawba Valley Stars right here at historic Hicks Field. Been Costin out there, one of now 4 lefties on the Clams. 2 new pitchers joining the team for Saturday's 5-3 win. Lefty Brandon Rogers from Catawba College. 3 strikeouts, an inning pitched. Austin Maxey struggling in his debut, his first appearance since May 4th. Came in, got a strikeout, got 2 earned runs, 2 hits. Still in a bit of a delay. Players out on the field. We'll take a quick break. Steamers in front of the Knights, 4-0.
The Edenton Steamers are the greatest show in town. How can we make that any better? Throw in some fireworks. We have 1 fireworks show remaining for this summer. You can catch this show on Saturday, July 29th, right here at historic Hicks Field. Mark your calendars and we will see you at the ballpark.
The Steamers are excited to announce a newfound partnership with the Boys and Girls Club of the Albemarle. This season will mark our first annual jersey fundraiser for the organization. To coincide with our Chowan County Cantaloupes moniker, we will be wearing special themed jerseys on all home Wednesdays at historic Hicks Field. At our final Wednesday on July 19th, we will be auctioning off the Cantaloupes jerseys. All proceeds will go towards the summer programs that benefit the kids of the Boys and Girls Club of the Albemarle. We would like to extend a huge thank you to RC Theaters Albemarle Movies 8 for their sponsorship and support of the Boys and Girls Club. Thank you for your support of this great cause.
My name is Tyler Overatis, and you're watching Edenton Steamers Baseball on the Edenton Steamers YouTube channel.
Thank you, Tyler. Watching Edenton Steamers Baseball on the Edenton Steamers YouTube page. Jacob Smedley, glad to be with you tonight. Play set to resume here in a 2-2 count. Ruben Costin finishing up his warm-up tosses. Now a 2-umpire crew the rest of the way. 2-1 pitch fouled straight back. hit Randy Jones in the mask. Went backwards and taken off the field by athletic trainer Courtney Phelps. And play is set to resume. 2-2 the count to Joshua Holland. Ruben Costin on the mound, and the pitch swung on, fouled straight back. It's now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Joshua Holland, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Just a 20-minute delay here at historic Hicks Field. The 2-2 pitch swung on, fouled again. 3 straight foul balls after the 2-1, and now Costin. So you have the hitter with the delay trying to get back in rhythm, but Costin as well, getting a handful of warm-up tosses, and the 2-2 pitch, breaking ball. Another one left way outside. It's been all season for Costin, just leaving that breaking ball outside. Falls behind in the count. It's now a full count to Holland with Shadle on deck. And the 3-2 pitch, swung on. Another one fouled straight back. 4th foul ball in the at-bat for Holland. Tenth pitch of the at-bat. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 4-0 Clams lead in the top of the 6th. And the pitch from Costin. Fastball, fouled straight back. 5th foul ball of the at-bat. Holland working Costin as Ben Balsis resuming his tosses in the Clams bullpen. Costin in his 2nd full inning of work. And the next 3-2 pitch, swung on, grounded foul again. The 6th foul ball of the at-bat. 12 pitches now for the shortstop, Joshua Holland. From Bryan and Stratton College, the 3-2 pitch, outside ball 4. A 13-pitch at-bat leads to a walk from Holland, broken up by a delay on the field, and now 2 outs for the center fielder, Kenny Shadle, with 2 outs. Just the 3rd base runner for the Knights all night. A single, an error, and now a 2-out walk to Holland. And the first pitch from Costin to Shadle is fouled off on the first base side. Shadle struggles recently, but still dangerous at the plates. Inning 6-6. Can give the ball a ride with 1 swing. And the 0-1 from Costin. Fastball on the outside corner for a strike. Eric Byram now resuming the duties behind the plate, and Otis Moore is garnering the calls in the field. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the 6th with a runner on first. And the pitch from Costin, breaking pitch, low in the dirt, good block by Overatis, and now it's 1-2. Breaking pitch inside. A lot of those curveballs from Costin have been left outside of the zone. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and the pitch. Holland goes and stops. Fastball high and in, and it's now 2-2 to Shadle. With Brody Miller, who has the Knights' only hit, on deck if the inning continues. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and play is stopped as a baseball eludes the bullpen. Shadle steps back in. The Knights center fielder tonight, looking for a big hit to start a rally in the 6th. And the 2-2, swinging a foul straight back. Shadle calling time. Costin taking a handful of seconds out there. And with the timing of the batter, Shadle, no pitch clock here in the PCL. Pitchers can take as long as they please out on the hill. 2-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out on the changeup. Costin gives up a 2-out walk, but strikes out Shadle to end the frame. We go to the bottom of the 6th. The Steamers lead the Knights 4-0. Every year, the Steamers are proud to have the opportunity to raise money for the Jim Catfish Hunter ALS Foundation. On Saturday, July 15th, the Steamers will wear special themed jerseys that will be auctioned off during the game. Proceeds will go towards the fight to strike out ALS. Catfish Hunter is an MLB Hall of Fame pitcher that lived just a short distance from historic Hicks Field and was even a host family for the Steamers organization in its inaugural year. Unfortunately, he lost his battle with ALS over 20 years ago. The Steamers will continue to carry on his legacy and do their part to strike out ALS. We thank you for your support of this great cause. The new 2023 Edenton Steamers merchandise has arrived. There are plenty of ways for you to pick up your new Steamers gear. You can visit EdentonSteamers.com and place an order. Stop by Sound Feet and Shoes of Edenton or head to the merchandise trailer located behind the first base dugout at historic Hicks Field. You can also pick up your Trowan County Cantaloupes gear, but only at historic Hicks Field. Thank you for your support and repping your Steamers gear. Welcome back to historic Hicks Field. Some changes for the Knights as we enter the bottom half of the sixth inning. New pitcher on the mound, the 2023 TSL All-Star, left-hander John McCarthy, relieves Scott McDonough, who goes the first 5 innings, 7 hits, 4 runs, all earned, 4 walks, and 4 strikeouts. And over at third base, subbing in for Colt Condiv is number 31, Jordan Hill, who started Saturday's game at short. He's now over at third base tonight with the left-hander McCarthy on the mound. So far this season for McCarthy, he's in his 5th game, 7 innings pitched, 8 hits, 5 earned runs, 2 walks, 12 Ks, and a 5 earned run average. McCarthy, his last outing, July 3rd versus the Outer Banks, a pair of innings pitched, 4 strikeouts in that ball game. 6, 7, 8, Paulson, Garza, and Tate Abbott in the bottom of the 6th. And the first pitch to Paulson is a fastball low. 3-quarter delivery from McCarthy, sending 5-10 out on the hill. Fastball breaking pitch. Pitched the first 2 1/3 in the All-Star game. Paulson gives it a ride on the 1-0 pitch. Shado drifting back in front of the warning track. He has plenty of room, and he makes the catch. 2 pitches, 1 out for McCarthy. Gave up 7 runs in the All-Star game. Just rough 3rd inning. Hits on hits for the PCL All-Stars against him. En route to the Premier Collegiate League's 10-0 victory in that ball game. He's in here looking to prevent any more damage for the Clams as we head to the late stages. And the first pitch to Garza's outside. It's 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes to the Steamers' third baseman, who's 0 for 1 with a walk tonight. The 1-0 pitch. Swung on, fouled off. There's that fastball. Finishes on the third base side for McCarthy. Deceptive release point behind his head. Starts in a stretch motion. With his toe to first base and the 1-1. Just missed on the outside half with a fastball. It's now 2-1. Garza, Tate Abbott on deck. He's 0 for 1 with a walk as well. A 4-0 ball game in the bottom of the 6th. And the 2-1 to Garza. Another fastball. This one catches the top of the zone. It's 2-2. 4 runs on 7 hits. 1 error for the Clams. No runs on just a singular hit. And no errors for the Knights as McCarthy steps off. And Bausis was warming in the Clams pen. See him in the 7th. And the 2-2 pitch to Garza. Swung on, line drive, center field. Shado running in, and he makes a great catch. Running catch in center field for Kenny Shado, who's been busy to start the 6th. 2 outs on 2 running plays from Kenny Shado. And now Tate Abbott coming up. Shado shaded to left field. One across, left to right. make a running catch. And now Tate Abbott due up in a lefty-lefty matchup against the southpaw McCarthy. Abbott, a broken bat grounder his last time in his second at-bat against McDonough. And the first pitch, line drive into right field, a base hit for Abbott. Past the glove of Bowen at first base. The Clams' 8th hit of the game. Abbott has now hit in 2 straight ball games and a 2-out base runner for the catcher Tyler Overitis, who got a hit his last time. A run scored. He's 1 for 2. Snapping a 1 for 21 stretch for Tyler Overitis, hopefully looking to jumpstart something. He's up here with 2 outs and Abbott over at first with a hole on the right side of the infield. And the first pitch to McCarthy, a breaking ball, just misses outside. There's that curveball moving east to west. It's 1-0 to the Clams backstop. And the pitch to Overitis, a big cut and a miss. It's the exact same pitch. Tanner Knowles, who has a pair of hits, he waits on deck. 4-0 ball game. Clams looking to win their 4th straight game. And the 1-1 swung on, fouled off. 3 straight breaking pitches, all out of the zone. Overitis laying off the first one. Swinging at the next 2, and now he's behind in the count 1-2 with 2 outs. Pop out from Paulson, fly out to center from Garza, and a 2-out single. And the 1-2, another breaking ball. This one bounces in the dirt. It's 2-2. Another nice stab by McLeod. A handful of pass balls tonight. Pugh leading to a run. 3 runs in the bottom of the 5th for the Clams on 4 hits. And the 2-2 from McCarthy. Another breaking ball. This one lofts in there, called strike 3. 2-out single for the Clams is left stranded. No runs on a hit. We go to the 7th. The Clams lead the Knights 4-0. Well, fans, summer is here. You know what that means. Graduation, parties, and cookout season. The Steamers Party Tent is the perfect place to host your next get-together. Schedule a picnic before the game for your next birthday bash, family gathering, or business rendezvous. It's the classic choice for family summer fun. Call the office at 482-4080 for more details. Is working with your propane provider a hassle? Then it's time to switch to Faro Gas. For easy and reliable service, Faro Gas offers quick delivery options, nationwide propane supply, online account tools, and a friendly team of professionals, all here to make your life simpler. Get started today with a price quote at ferrogas.com. That's FERRELLGAS.com. Welcome back to historic Hicks Field. A call to the bullpen brought to you by Faro Gas. The Clams calling on their 3rd pitcher of the ball game, Ben Bausis, in his 9th game. 2 games started, 29 innings pitched, 3 wins to no losses, 1.86 ERA, 6 earned runs, 23 hits, 19 strikeouts. Ruben Costin goes 2 innings in the 5th and the 6th, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts, only 3 total base runners for the Knights here tonight against the duo of Ethan Levy and Ruben Costin. And now one of the Clams' best pitchers so far this season, Ben Bausis, on the hill in the 7th inning. Ben Bausis done it all for the Clams on the hill. He started, thrown over now 29 innings. He's 2nd on the team in innings pitched, only the Chandler Padgett. Opposed to Padgett, he's pitched in 8 games. Now he's in there against the heart of the lineup as Brody Miller swings at the first pitch, flies it in the air to the infield. Garza underneath of it, and he makes the catch just outside of the 3rd base bag. 1 pitch, 1 out here in the 7th. Miller McDonough and Tone. And now the extra hitter, starting pitcher tonight for the Knights, Scott McDonough. McDonough 0 for 2 tonight. Bounce is ready, and a first pitch swung on and missed. It's 0-1, a check swing, swinging strike for McDonough. Check swings tonight for both sides, and the 0-1. Low. Bounces fastball, devastating breaking pitch. Gonna overpower the batter, but his location, what has been the key, as there's another strike delivered in there on a breaking pitch. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Bounces ready, and he delivers. Swing and a miss, he struck him out. Excellent breaking pitch for Ben Bausis, and there's 2 away. 3 straight peppering the outer half. And McDonough is down on strikes, the 5th strikeout for Clams pitching. Now each Steamers pitcher tonight has recorded a strikeout. And now Jake Tone stepping in, he's 0 for 2. And the first pitch to him, a big cut and a miss. It's 0-1. Bausis attacking the zone. Really been the constant strike thrower for the Clams all season. With that being said, he delivers a ball in the dirt. It's 1-1. Fastball, breaking ball mix. Throws a change-up in there as well. Been in huge spots for the Clams all season, and the 1-1 pitch high and in. Been as a starter, ask him to do that. Well, go out in 8 innings, 1 hit against Uwahari. Coming in the middle innings to keep a game in the Steamers' favor. Can do that as well, as the 2-1 is on the outside corner. It's 2-2. That against Tarboro the other night in the 3-1 win, and now in the 7th. In a 4-0 game, looking to preserve the lead. The 2-2 swung on, driven in the air to center. Paulson drifts back, barely moves underneath of it, and he makes the catch. A 1-2-3 inning for Ben Bausis out of the pen. We go to the bottom half of the 7th inning. The Steamers lead the Knights 4-0. The Edenton Steamers are excited to announce that they will be hosting one more youth baseball camp this summer. The final camp dates this year are July 19th through the 21st. Young ball players between the ages of 5 and 13 are welcome. The cost is $100 to register. Your kid will receive first-class instruction from some of the best college baseball players around. Visit EdentonSteamers.com to register today. The Steamers are excited to announce a newfound partnership with the Boys and Girls Club of the Albemarle. This season will mark our first annual jersey fundraiser for the organization. To coincide with our Chowan County Cantaloupes moniker, we will be wearing special themed jerseys on all home Wednesdays at historic Hicks Field. At our final Wednesday on July 19th, we will be auctioning off the Cantaloupes jerseys. All proceeds will go towards the summer programs that benefit the kids of the Boys and Girls Club of the Albemarle. We would like to extend a huge thank you to RC Theaters Albemarle Movies 8 for their sponsorship and support of the Boys and Girls Club. Thank you for your support of this great cause.
Hi, my name is Ben Bausis, and you're watching Edenton Steamers Baseball on the Edenton Steamers YouTube channel.
Thank you, Ben. A 1-2-3 inning for Ben Bausis in the top half of the 7th. Bottom half of the 7th, John McCarthy finishing up his warm-up pitches. Jacqueline, to answer your question, the Clams are 17-6 to this point in the season, winners of 3 straight games. They are 3-1 so far in the month of July, 17-6. 13-4 against PCL, TSL opponents. 12-4 right here at historic Hicks Field. John McCarthy out for his second full inning. He'll face 10-1-2 Tanner Knowles, Luke Myers, and Giomar Santana. And the first pitch to Knowles is in there for a strike. Part of the lineup that has done the most damage for the Clams tonight. Knowles with 2 hits, a run scored. Myers a run with a walk. Giomar Santana, 2 hits, a run, scored an RBI. The 0-1 is low. It's 1-1. Tanner Knowles, as mentioned, was in the batting cages today, taking hacks off the tee. It's the leadoff hitter a few nights ago, was in the 2nd spot in Saturday's win. And the 1-1 pitch, fastball in there for a strike. Single in the 3rd inning on a breaking pitch from McDonough in his last at-bat. Line drive single to right field, hitting it to all fields. He's down in the count 1-2 to the reliever, John McCarthy. And the pitch, breaking ball, fouled straight back. McCarthy, the junior lefty from Emory and Henry College, Hampton, Virginia native, standing 5'10", 185. In the spring for Emory and Henry, 3 appearances, 2 2/3 innings pitched. 6 hits allowed, 7 runs. Just 3 strikeouts. And the 1-2 pitch to Knowles. Breaking ball high. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. 8 hits tonight for the Clams. They've had 8 hits combined in their last 2 games. 4 in the 3-1 win over Tarboro, and 4 on Saturday in the 5-3 victory. The 2-2 pitch to Knowles. Swing and a miss behind the plate, behind McLeod. Knowles off to first. Throw to first is not in time. Drop 3rd strike. Both Knowles and McLeod didn't realize it at first. They both froze. After it was realized that Knowles didn't make contact with it, the chase began, and McLeod's throw not in time, and now Luke Myers up with a runner at first. Now Knowles has reached all 3 times. Myers takes the first pitch high. It gets by McLeod, crossed up on the breaking pitch, and Knowles to second as he takes a wide turn around second base. Pass ball from McCarthy. McLeod expecting a heater. Got a high breaking pitch, tried to stab at it. Looking around, couldn't find it, and a rough inning so far here in the 7th for the catcher Corbin McLeod. The Clams now have a runner in scoring position without a hit. We're supposed to be out number 1. And the 1-0 pitch to Myers is a fastball high. It's 2-0. The catcher, you gotta catch it down to protect the plate there. McLeod standing straight up to try and receive it. And the crosser. All on the right side of the infield for Myers. And the 2-0 pitch is a fastball high and away. Now McCarthy can't find the zone. 3 balls, no strikes, no outs. Here in the bottom of the 7th inning in a 4-0 game. The Clams with 3 in the bottom of the 5th. And the 3-0 in there for a strike. Back throw to second. Knowles is back as Will takes it on a hop. Time is called on the field. As the pick ball bounced and hit Will. 3 balls, 1 strike. He's given a moment to the second baseman, Zach Will. Myers due up. Santana, who has 2 hits, an RBI. A run scored on deck. The delay here. Field. Play set to resume. Myers in there in a 3-1 count. Knowles out at second. A drop 3rd strike. Advanced to second on a wild pitch. The 3-1 to Myers. Swung on. Foul. Left right field side. Miller gives it a look and it's out of play. Count goes to 3 balls and 2 strikes. 0 for 2, a run scored on a walk. Part of the 3-run 5th. And the 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, he struck him out. Fastball outside of the zone. Myers goes fishing, and now there's 1 out for the extra hitter, Giomar Santana, who's 2 for 3 with a run scored, an RBI. RBI single his last time. Came around to score in the first inning on a double. Now he has Knowles out at second, looking to extend the Clams' lead. On the first pitch from McCarthy, a fastball way outside. Well, once again, guarding the second base bag. Santana shot it into right his last time for a hit. Gap open on the right side of the infield for him to do it again. And the 1-0 pitch, well, popped foul and out of play on the right side. Omar Santana, one of those players on this Clams team that, due to guys struggling, guys injured, leaving the team, has really stepped up and taken his role. And the 1-1 way outside. Guys who have injured, struggled on the team. And it's 2 balls and 1 strike, and looking to come up with another big hit here. The 2-1 pitch from McCarthy. Fastball swung on, fouled off. Going outside the hole at bat. McCarthy, fastball inside, and Santana fights it off. Now 2-2 with Ryan Kay standing on deck. And time is called. John McCarthy, second pitcher used. Both teams now in their bullpen as we enter the final third of this one. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him. A fastball on the outer half. Santana couldn't hold up. And after the drop third strike, 2 straight strikeouts. Only 3 in the inning from McCarthy. Knowles reaching on a pass ball. And now Ryan Kay standing in. Now 4 strikeouts from McCarthy. 8 in total for Knight's pitching. Knowles goes off a first and stops, and a foul ball from Kay. It's 0-1. Kay, a little slump himself. 0 of his last 7. 2 RBIs. He has a hit tonight, though, breaking that spell. Pair of RBIs as well. Now 4. The 0-1 is outside. It's 1-1. Left fielder from Marietta, California. Now with 15 RBIs on the season. 16 waits out at second, and the 1-1. Fastball high. It's 2-1. Addition with Knowles, Halstead, Kay, Morris taking extra batting practice in the cages today. Kay with a hit, Morris with a hit, both with at least 1 RBI. And the 2-1 pitch to Kay, a fastball way outside. That fastball, McCarthy leaving a bit early out of the hand, and it's drifting outside, and it's now 3-1 to Kay with first base open here with 2 outs. And the pitch, swing and a miss. It's now 3-2. An excellent fastball low in the zone. McCarthy looking to strike out his 4th batter of the inning. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs with Knowles out at second base here on the bottom of the 7th. And the pitch, Knowles off and running. Kay slaps it foul, first base side, and we'll do it again. Ryan Kay, another one talking about Santana. Kay, a later rival to the team. 2023 All-Star. Strong, consistent play in the heart of the order for the Steamers this season. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch. Swung on, line drive, up the middle, flag down, and the throw to first base by Holland is not in time on 1 hop. An infield single by Ryan Kay, his 2nd hit of the game, and the inning continues for the cleanup hitter Chris Morris. Almost identical to the ball Kay hit in the first inning that sneaked through the infield. This one flagged down by the shortstop Holland. but tried to do the pirouette outside of second base, and the throw was not in time, and now the runners on the corners. 2 outs for Chris Morris, an RBI single his last time, and the first pitch is swung on, fouled off. No balls, 1 strike. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th. Morris 1 for 3 on the game. 2 strikeouts and a single down the line as last time. It's a hole up the middle and on the right side. And the 0-1, a breaking ball in there. It's 0-2. Morris fell right into that cleanup spot for the Clams. He's hit a few home runs in this spot of the order. No balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch. Swing and a miss. It gets behind McLeod. Running home is Knowles. He will score, and all base runners reach. 3 errors on Saturday for the Knights. And now in the 7th inning tonight, 2 strikeout drop thirds. And it's now 5-0 Clams. 4 strikeouts in the inning for John McCarthy. 2 of them have reached on drop third strikes, and now 2 on, 2 outs for Davis Halstead in now a 5-0 game. 4 strikeouts and a single and a run across. Halstead, line drive, right center field. That'll get down and go to the wall. Kay around third. He will score. Morris getting the wave on. He's around third. He will come in to score. Steamers making the Knights pay here in the 7th. A 2 RBI double for Davis Halstead, and it's now a 7-0 ball game. Jumping all over the first pitch by McCarthy. Kay and Morris score. Halstead comes through, and it's now 7-0 Clams in the 7th. The mistakes continuing to pile on for the Knights. And the Steamers, as they've been all season, taking advantage of the opponent's errors and miscues on the field. And the first pitch to Halstead's driven in the air to left center. Shadle on the run. He'll have room, and he'll make the catch in left center field. 3 hits, 3 runs across. 4 strikeouts, including a drop third strike. The Clams score 3. They lead at 7-0 as we head to the 8th. Is your kid a fan of the Clam? Why not sign them up for the Steamers Kids Club, presented by Weatherly Insurance? Membership is free for all kids ages 12 and under. They receive 4 free tickets, a club t-shirt, a discount to baseball camp, an invitation to an exclusive meet and greet event with the players, and much more. You can visit EdentonSteamers.com and download a registration form today. Who's ready to rock? The 2nd annual Clam Jam is coming up on Saturday, September 9th. We welcome 3 awesome bands to jam out at historic Hicks Field. Starting at 5 p.m. that afternoon, Old Fish Hatchery Records will take the stage, followed by the Eric Dunlow Band at 7 p.m. and the headlining Daniel Jordan Band at 9 p.m. Advanced tickets will be available at EdentonSteamers.com for $15 or can be purchased at the gate that night for $20. Bring your lawn chair and take the field for the rocking event. Numerous food and beverage options will be available all night. We hope to see you there. Welcome back, top half of the 8th inning in a now 7-0 ball game. Now batting number 4, Nick Cleghorn. In for Diego Ortiz, and the first pitch from Bausis is driven in the air to left. Playable for Kay, who's underneath of it, and he makes the catch. The pair of teammates from Chowan University get 1 pitch, and Bausis retires Cleghorn. A little smile from Bausis, who receives the ball from Garza, and now 1 away as Zach Will to the plate. Both Bausis, Santana talking with Tomsek and Cleghorn as the first pitch to Will is in there for a strike after games. Chowan Hawks connection here in the PCL. And the 0-1 pitch, a breaking ball in there for a strike, and bounces ahead in the count 0-2. And quick work. Only 3 base runners tonight for the Knights. A hit, an error by the Clams, and a walk. Costin, 3 pitches. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night for Ben Bausis for out number 2, a high fastball. Will swings through it, and now there's 2 away in the 8th. For now, the third baseman, first at-bat of the game for Jordan Hill, who came in as a defensive substitution to Colt Cundiff, and the first pitch to him is high and in. It's 1-0. Now 2 strikeouts for Ben Bausis. Ethan Levy went the first 4, a hit and a strikeout. And the 1-0 is low. It's 2-0. Ruben Costin the next 2. A walk, 3 strikeouts, and now Ben Bausis, an inning and 2/3 with 2 strikeouts. It's Tyrus Baumgartner loosening up. And the 2-0. Hill, check swing. He went around, and it's 2-1. Baumgartner looks to be in for the ninth inning. Clams looking to win their 4th consecutive ball game. And the 2-1 breaking ball in there for a strike. It's 2-2. Clams looking for their 2nd consecutive, at least 4-game winning streak for the first time since the beginning of the season. The 2-2 pitch, breaking ball inside. It's now 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes to the pitch hitter. The first at-bat for the defensive replacement, Hill. And the pitch from Bausis, swing and a miss. He struck him out on the breaking pitch. Dazzling on the mound tonight for the Steamers' arms. Another strikeout for Bausis. 7th for Steamers pitching. Another 1-2-3 inning. We go to the bottom of the 8th. The Clams lead it 7-0. Every year, the Steamers are proud to have the opportunity to raise money for the Jim Catfish Hunter ALS Foundation. On Saturday, July 15th, the Steamers will wear special themed jerseys that will be auctioned off during the game. Proceeds will go towards the fight to strike out ALS. Catfish Hunter is an MLB Hall of Fame pitcher that lived just a short distance from historic Hicks Field and was even a host family for the Steamers organization in its inaugural year. Unfortunately, he lost his battle with ALS over 20 years ago. The Steamers will continue to carry on his legacy and do their part to strike out ALS. We thank you for your support of this great cause. Well, fans, summer is here. You know what that means. Graduation, parties, and cookout season. The Steamers Party Tent is the perfect place to host your next get-together. Schedule a picnic before the game for your next birthday bash, family gathering, or business rendezvous. It's the classic choice for family summer fun. Call the office at 482-4080 for more details.
My name is Tyler Alvarez, and you're watching Edenton Steamers Baseball on the Edenton Steamers YouTube channel.
Welcome back to historic Hicks Field. Dominance on the mound tonight for the Clams Arms. Only 3 base runners through 8 innings. 1 hit, 1 walk, an error, and 7 strikeouts on the hill. Due up for the Clams here in the bottom of the 8th inning against John McCarthy out for another frame. His 3rd inning of work. Will face 7, 8, 9, Garza, Abbott, and Overitis. And now a 7-0 game. The Clams have scored 3 runs now in 2 innings tonight. And the first pitch to Garza is a fastball outside. It's 1-0. Similar dominance for the Tarboro River Bandits at Coy Tillett Field tonight. 11-0 ball game with Tarboro in front. And the 1-0 pitch from McCarthy swung on, fly ball to center field. Playable for Shadle, who drifts in. He's underneath of it, and he makes the catch. Cleghorn makes the catch, excuse me. In there for Kenny Shadle, and now 1 out. Tate Abbott comes up. One for two, Tate Abbott with a walk tonight. Lined a single, left stranded over at first. First pitch to him was a breaking ball in there for a strike. Bottom of the lineup for the Clams again, thriving tonight. 4 hits from Abbott, Overitis, and Tanner Knowles. 4 of the 10. The Clams doubling their hits from the last game. The 0-1 pitch fly to center. Cleghorn with some more action as the defensive replacement, and he makes the catch for out number 2. 2 outs here in the 8th. As McCarthy making quick work of the bottom of the order. Now Tyler Overitis. 1 for 3 with a run scored. A strikeout. Despite the 7-run tally, the Steamers striking out 9 times tonight, including 4 in the last inning. So Overitis a big cut and a miss. And 2 of those coming around to score. No balls, 1 strike. And the pitch. Swung on, slapped foul, and it's quickly 0-2. Overitis, one of those 4 strikeouts. Like the other 2, went straight back to the dugout. The 0-2 pitch from McCarthy. Another breaking ball way outside. In the agenda against the lefties for the Clams, breaking pitches out of the zone. Done that against Overitis. Slapped the last one foul. That one outside. So Overitis coming up to the plate. Just on the edge of the box. And the 1-2. Swung on. Line drive. Right up the middle. A base hit. Tried to loop in that breaking ball again. Overitis was having none of it. And he lines a single up the middle. And a 2-out hit. Overitis, his first multi-hit game for the catcher since June 11th against Tarboro. The first time Overitis hit twice, and he's going to come out for the rest of the game. Jackson Ellison going to come in and pitch run for him, as Overitis will take a seat. Looks like Giomar Santana set with all the gear on in the dugout to relieve Overitis in the field. And now Tanner Knowles. And the first pitch to Knowles way inside. It's 1-0. Knowles has reached 3 times, but just with 2 hits. He struck out his last time. The pitch he swung and missed at. Both him and McLeod froze before Knowles scampered to first. And the 1-0 is high. It's 2-0. Infielder from the University of Georgia. Started the season. The Clams debut at shortstop. Now moving over to second. A lot more smoother over there at second base. And the 2-0 is way inside. It's 3-0. And started the year with Ryan Goff at shortstop. Went down with a hand injury. Hoping to have him back potentially by the end of the season would be a huge addition to this lineup. And the 3-0 pitch to Knowles. Low, ball 4, when Knowles has reached for the 4th time tonight, and now 2 on with 2 outs as Luke Myers coming to the plate. Ellison out at second, pitch running for Overitis, who got a 2-out hit. Tanner Knowles with a 4-pitch walk, and now Luke Myers. 2 2/3 for McCarthy. 4 hits, 3 runs, all unearned. The first pitch to Myers is low, 1-0, a walk, and 5 strikeouts. Now 55 pitches for McCarthy, 98 for the starter McDonough, who went the first 5. And the 1-0 pitch, Ellison, a double steal, going to third. The throw to third is in time. McLeod, a strike to third, throws out Ellison. A hit. Stranded 2 on the walk. We go to the top of the 9th. Clams looking to secure their 18th win of the season. The new 2023 Edenton Steamers merchandise has arrived. There are plenty of ways for you to pick up your new Steamers gear. You can visit EdentonSteamers.com and place an order. Stop by Sound Feet and Shoes of Edenton or head to the merchandise trailer located behind the first base dugout at historic Hicks Field. You can also pick up your Trowan County Cantaloupes gear, but only at historic Hicks Field. Thank you for your support and repping your Steamers gear. Every year, the Steamers are proud to have the opportunity to raise money for the Jim Catfish Hunter ALS Foundation. On Saturday, July 15th, the Steamers will wear special themed jerseys that will be auctioned off during the game. Proceeds will go towards the fight to strike out ALS. Catfish Hunter is an MLB Hall of Fame pitcher that lived just a short distance from historic Hicks Field and was even a host family for the Steamers organization in its inaugural year. Unfortunately, he lost his battle with ALS. Welcome back, top half of the ninth inning. Tyrus Baumgartner, the new pitcher, wasting no time on the mound. 4 warm-up pitches, and he's ready to go in a 7-0 ball game. And the first pitch to Corbin McLeod is inside. 1-0. Tyrus Baumgartner for the Steamers in his 7th game, 8 2/3, 0-1. With a save as the 1-0 is fouled off by McLeod. 5.19 ERA, 5 earned runs, 7 walks, 10 hits, 6 strikeouts in his 3rd year with the Clams. Quartered an inning in the game on Saturday. Giomar Santana, the new catcher behind the plate, as McLeod swings and misses. It's 1-2. Santana in there for Overitis, the only change tonight. Santana now behind the plate, and Ellison will be the extra hitter. The 1-2 pitch just missed. Fastball, Vulcan change, curveball, slider from Baumgartner. 2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs. And the pitch. Swung on, grounded to short. Diving stop by Myers. Throw to first is in time. A phenomenal play at short from Luke Myers, and there's 1 away here in the 9th. Moving across his body, going towards the dugout, gloved it and threw across his body for out number 1. And now Dylan Bowen up. Clams flashing the leather. Really 1 defensive blunder tonight on the error from Kay. And the first pitch to Bowen low. Knights, again, only 3 base runners tonight. 2 of the 3 coming in the 5th inning. 1-0 is fouled straight back. 4th inning, excuse me. A single with 2 outs on a ground ball to first. But the toss to Levy was not in time, and then an error in left. And then in the 5th, a walk with 2 outs as the 1-1 is low and away. Other than that, nothing from the Knights offensively. As on deck is Luke O. Going to try and jumpstart something here in the 9th. And the 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss on the breaking pitch. It's 2-2 to Bowen. There's the curveball from Baumgartner. Looking to seal this victory, the 4th straight win for the Clams to move to 4-1 in the month of July. The 2-2, swung on, grounded to second. Knowles underneath of it, throws to first on 1 hop, picked by Abbott for out number 2. Low throw from Knowles. Abbott picks it out of the dirt, and now there's 2 away in the 9th. And number 2, Luke O, is the final hope for the Knights. The catcher from Cayuga College stands as the final hope for the Knights. As to this point, in the 2-game series between the teams, Clams have now outscored the Knights 12-3. And the first pitch from O is fouled off of his foot at the plate, and it's 0-1. Knights beat the Clams 9-5 on June 8th. And since that game, the Clams have now outscored them 12-3 in the next 2 matchups to this point in the ball game, with the Knights down to their final out. This time is called, giving Luke O some time at the dish. 2 teams will match up at the end of the month and potentially more in the playoffs, as the 0-1 is fouled off. And the Knights are down to their final strike here tonight. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The next broadcast will be tomorrow night as the Clams play host to the Wake Forest Fungo. The 0-2 pitch. High, it's 1-2. That game, 7 o'clock, right here on the Edenton Steamers YouTube channel. Second matchup between the Fungo and the Steamers. The 1-2 pitch, swung on, grounded to short. Ranging over is Garza, the diving play, the throw to first is in time. Another excellent play in the field to end it. Ty Garza sliding play, the throw to first, and that'll do it. 7-0 shutout victory for the Clams. Their 3rd shutout win of the season. And they win both games against the Greenbrier Knights here at historic Hicks Field. Your Clamtastic players of the game. The Clams staff tonight: Ethan Levy, Ruben Costin, Ben Balsis, and Tyrus Baumgartner to finish it off. 9 innings, 1 hit, no runs, 1 walk, 7 strikeouts to blank the Greenbrier Knights. The Clams have now won 4 straight games, now 18-6 heading into July 11th. And a big win at home where they're now 13-4 on the season. The Clams win it by a final score of 7-0. Their next game will be tomorrow night right here, wrapping up a 3-game homestand against the exhibition opponent, the Wake Forest Fungo. Thank you for watching another edition of Steamers Baseball on the Edenton Steamers YouTube page. I'm Jacob Smedley saying so long and thanks for watching.